It's late at night. It is 11 o'clock at night. It is I, the infamous Kiki. Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy, Lord have mercy. What have I stumbled upon? What have I stumbled upon today? It is way past my bedtime. But anyway, everybody gather around. Good evening, good morning, good night, good day, whatever time and place you may be watching me from. I know most of y'all gonna watch it on the rewatch because it's late at night. Um what can I say? Like I went on vacation, I had a good time in San Antonio, and then I come back and I'm just like, what is happening? I watched a few videos and I was like, okay. And then I watched a couple of videos. Okay. So anyway, let's just start from the top. We're talking about Geo Malak. We're talking about Aunties advice, and according to Amber, though there are three content creators that do reality shows like 90 Day Fiance, Love During Lockup, Prison Brides, like stuff like that. Like they do reality shows and various other reality shows, but mostly those. Um, I I haven't watched all the videos, so I'm trying to discern and figure out what happened, where happened, why happened, what. Trying to figure out how this all started. Apparently, this all started um, with D Mark, who's Chevelle's cousin. Apparently, this is where this is stemming from. So let me go back. I may be wrong. Again, y'all put it in the comments. If I'm wrong, I got something wrong, I apologize. I'm gonna say it in the beginning. I apologize. If I got something wrong, if I missed something, y'all let me know because again, I'm not on social media. I'm not in Instagram or X and looking at people's posts and lives and nothing like that. So all I can tell about what is on really YouTube and just me kind of looking around and stuff that I heard today. So, full disclosure, uh, I like Geo. Full disclosure, I wouldn't. One of three people inspired me to have a YouTube channel, and Geo is one of them. I've talked to Geo on the phone. Geo is cool people. I know that there is another content creator that I don't know anything about that I've never really seen before. I've maybe seen a few videos that says something about Jill, but I don't know. All I know is I'm on YouTube and YouTube. I'm looking at Life After Lockup stuff, and then YouTube suggested According to Amber, and then I started watching According to Amber, and right after that, it recommended Geo, and I like Geo because Geo was like me. Like I like Geo's delivery. Geo was very low key. He was no fancy graphics and all of that stuff. Geo was real talking the way he talked, the way he delivered, spoke to me. I was like, and then on top of that, he's a brother. So I'm just gonna be full disclosure. And then there's not that many black men who are doing Love After Lockup reality shows. So I was like, this brother, he reminds me of one of my cousins, one of my brothers, the way he talk. I was like, that's kind of like me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from around the block. I'm a hood chick. Like, and so I started watching Geo's show, and then Geo would do his lives and he would invite people on, and I would be on there, and then I got to be on there one time, and then I got to be on there all the time. This is like 2 years ago. That I started being on Geo's show. So Geo's one out of three or four people that I know three other people who are on YouTubers, but they each do something different than they don't do reality stuff. So my boy Tony Teflon, my brother from another mother, he does like Game of Thrones, TV shows and stuff like that. And then I know somebody else that is a YouTuber that doesn't do reality. They do paranormal stuff. And then I know another YouTuber that does science stuff. So I know other YouTubers. Um, but I don't get down in these YouTube streets. Again, I'm just a fledgling, small YouTube channel. And I just do this for fun. I don't do this for money. This is not my job. I have job. I have a kids. I have life. I have a career. My life is out there. I'm not knocking the hustle for anybody else. If this is their job and this is what they do, then I'm not knocking it. But I'm just saying, for me, it's just not that. It's just for fun and pseudo therapy. But I like Geo's delivery. You know what I'm saying? So again, this video, I'm saying these are all my opinions. This is what I've seen, what I've heard, and this is just me speaking off the rip. This is us just having a conversation. And my channel is very low key, we're just having a conversation like friends. And so, child, let's just have it. So, apparently, some drama has broken off lately. So, let me say again, I believe this all stems recently from Chevelle's cousin D Mark. According to Amber, made a video about him because Amber does tea. Amber does tea. I like when Amber does. Amber researches her shit. It's not like Amber is up there just throwing out slander against people and just putting up stuff and she don't research it. I've always known I've had conversations with according to Amber, and according to Amber has always done her due diligence. She's always uh done her due diligence. I won't say how I know this, but there are certain things that I've, full disclosure, I've dished the tea for Amber before, um, and so Amber has always kept try to keep people's names out of it, um, and always kept my anonymity about certain things, and so I've always appreciated that. But Amber, she just kind of passes on with other things, or she'll pull up court records and stuff like that. But Amber just dishes the tea, just like a lot of other content creators are out there dishing tea. So D Mark or him or some people or Chevelle, I don't know who did it, was kind of saying online that Amber was only coming after black people, which is crazy because Amber dishes tea on everybody. She don't come after anybody. Amber doesn't target anybody. She goes where the news goes. Somebody's sending in her DM saying, "Hey, this is a scoop that I have." Amber will report it and then let the chips fall where they may. You know what I'm saying? That's what she do. And again, she's not the only content creator that does that. There's huge content creators that have hundreds and thousands of followers that do what Amber do. Um, and I've seen Amber's channel grow over the past. I've been subscribed for the past 2 years. So the idea that Amber's targeting black people or something like that, or she's racist or something, all of that is unfounded. All of that is crap that I know of. And so I can officially be on the record saying that I have talked to Amber. I have scooped Amber on a few things. And Amber is there to grow her channel like any other YouTuber. And so the idea that somebody's gonna come and say something about her, doing this, uh targeting just black people is stupid. It's just dumb. It's out of pocket. So I could say that it's out of pocket. Um, so I don't know if Chevelle's cousin D Mark is a scammer, and the reason why her and her cousin don't talk anymore, because even Chevelle said that her and her cousin don't talk anymore. So, or haven't talked in 2 years. Let's put it that way. I would say put it that way. That's what I listened to Geo's live, and that's what she's saying, that she hadn't talked to her cousin in 2 years. And I don't know what the reason is behind that. But yeah, somebody did come forward and say that D Mark was a scammer and he was a romance scammer and he was out there talking to women and scamming women. So people, but again, I say it over and over again. If you're gonna get on a reality show, whether you're the subject of the show, whether you're a family or a friend or a relative or a coworker or somebody on this show, people are gonna come out and expose you. People are gonna come out and say things, whether those things be right, whether those things be wrong, whether those things be private or not. If you go and get on a reality show, people are going to come out the woodwork on you. That's why you don't see my ass on no reality show. I would never be on a reality show. I don't care how much they would have to pay me a whole bunch of money for me to get Kiki's ass on a reality show, because I understand that I have exes out there, and there are things out there that I probably wouldn't want my kids to find out that I have done in my past or who I've done in my past. And I know motherfuckers out there would probably come for me. So therefore I'm not on a reality show. So the fact that people are upset because ex-girlfriends or ex-lovers or family members or friends are ratting on them, and they getting mad at the people who are spilling the tea, is childish, asinine, stupid, and fruitless. If you don't like it, don't be on the show. If you don't like it, I've said it before and I say it again, I'm gonna say it again. If you don't like your life being exposed and out there, close your social media account and move on with your fucking life. If somebody came on here and decided to try to expose me in any type of way, I would cut my YouTube channel. Baby, my Twitter that I barely use be gone. Instagram that I barely use be gone. My Facebook that I barely use would be gone. Hi, Jackie C. What's up? Jackie C, girl, what is up? So I'm just I just the insanity of what's going on in these YouTube streets is crazy. Just cut your social media and just move on with your life. But people can't do that. I don't know why people can't do that. Thank you, Jackie. See, I haven't talked to you in forever, girl. It's just a hot mess out here. But so in an effort, to not to get in the middle of all of this, which I'm not trying to, and to get in the middle of all of this, because again, I'm on the peripheral, I'm on the outside, and I do have my own thoughts and my own biases. But I think, but the Chevelle and Demark thing, that's how this is kind of started. Yes, been a while. Yes, yes, indeed. And I see that Tony Teflon had a, let me sidebar, that Tony Teflon had an after dark, but I was in San Antonio. Like I'm looking at my phone, I'm half asleep. I'm just like, I'm half asleep in San Antonio. And then I look at my phone and it says after dark. Okay, hi Jackie. I appreciate it. Yes, I appreciate it. I just going live because so I don't have to record this video later. But I saw Tony Teflon did After Dark, and I said, "Dang it!" I said, I'm so sleepy and I'm so tired, and I was on vacation with my kids while he went and did an After Dark. I was gonna send him a message like, "How dare you do an After Dark?" And I'm out here, I'm on family vacation, and I couldn't participate because I sure wanted. He is writing another book. Yeah, Tony did written like two or three books. Like he's written two or three books. Like, he's pretty talented. Like I miss y'all. Oh, he was celebrating the book. Aww. I'm gonna send him a message on Facebook. I missed it. Dang it. But dang it, dang it, dang it. But yeah, I was on vacation. I just got back. So that's why I was like, after dark? Ooh. I was like, dang it. Oh, I was like, so. But anyway, sidebar. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to say that. Um, we miss you. I miss y'all too. I really do. I miss y'all. I really do. I miss all the Teflon family. I miss being on the After Dark. I miss being around. Tony been doing his thing lately. If y'all want to, it was a good vacation. My kids, they loved it. They had so much fun, and I'm exhausted. But it was a good vacation. But y'all check out Tony Teflon. He's one of the people that inspired me and kind of like got my YouTube thing kind of going. But he does like different shows and different TV shows, sci-fi shows, he does mystery shows, and he recaps the episode. And so a lot of the shows that I'm just waiting for House of the Dragon to come back so I can go back to his channel. But I do watch his videos. Like I do go over there and look every once in a while. But the shows that he's talking about is shows that I don't have Hulu. I don't have Apple Plus TV. So these are shows that I don't watch. But when he starts doing the House of the Dragon stuff, we're going to get back on the House of the Dragon thing. I'm gonna do my House of the Dragon lives again. But yeah, uh, yeah, I love Tony Teflon. He is that's my dude. That's my brother from another mother. But back to what I was saying about what's going on now. So I'm just putting out full disclosure. Like according to Amber, too many dang streaming channels. Yeah, there's so many streaming channels and so many TV shows now that are out there. But there's a lot of shows out there. Like there's like a new show every other week. I'm like, what is this? What is this? Shows like I've never even heard of. I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta check some of these out. But I don't have Hulu and I don't have Apple Plus, y'all. Sorry, I don't have. I don't even have HBO right now. So I didn't even watch The Last of Us. Everybody's telling me I should watch it, but I'm gonna get around to watching The Last of Us probably during the summer when I have more time. When I have more time. But I'm waiting for House of the Dragon, and I'm so excited. Well, I think it comes back later on this year. But yeah, that's my YouTube thing. But anyway, little sidebar. Sorry, y'all, sidebar. Um, but I would have to say that Amber calls it like it is. And if you don't want your life out there, then you shouldn't really be on a reality show. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't really. That's I wouldn't be on a reality show because I know what my life would be out there in these streets, and I wouldn't be on there. So the fact that D Mark was trying to come for, according to Amber, was kind of weird. But I guess Amber kind of got a little annoyed with Geo, I guess, because Geo didn't defend her, and Amber is cool with Geo. So right now, I guess let me sum up my feelings right now. I kind of feel like a kid, like when your parents argue and your parents are upset with each other, and you kind of like sitting there like, oh my God, that's how I feel. So I feel sad. I feel, like I said, like a child whose parents are arguing and you just don't know what to do. And you're just like, I'm not going to take sides with anybody. I don't know Auntie's advice. Okay. I don't know Auntie personally. I didn't even know her real name until they said her real name on Geo's live today. And then I was like, who's that? Who's that? It was like, oh, that's Auntie. I was like, oh, I don't know her personally. I've never talked to her. I became a fan of her channel after I subscribed to Geo and Amber's channel. Then it recommended Auntie, and I started watching Auntie's advice, and she makes me crack up and everything like that. So I don't have anything negative, anything. I don't have anything negative to say about not near one of these damn people. I have nothing negative to say, but I do have some opinions that I'm not gonna direct at anybody in particular. So I'm gonna break it down in 5 points. Point number one: the YouTube shit is weird to me. It's weird. There are people who have beef. There are people that get together. They break up. It's weird to me. I didn't know that these content creators knew each other behind the scenes because my antisocial ass, yes, I'm gonna say it, my antisocial ass, I don't talk to people like that. I don't fuck with people like that. If you are on my social media, there's only like 4 people on YouTube that are my Facebook friends. Only like 4 or 5. Only like 4 or 5 people know my Twitter. Like if you know my Twitter and you know my Facebook, then hello street touring, then you're pretty special. Because especially on my YouTube is where I post pictures of my kids, my family, my real life. So if you get that deep in with me, I obviously trust you enough to see like my real name because my real name is on my Facebook. So if you're on my Facebook or my Twitter, then we obviously I feel because I keep I'm a very private person, and I'm like I said, I'm low key antisocial. So so the idea that content creators are like talking to each other behind the scenes and they cool with each other and they friends with each other, that's weird. Like I don't know about y'all, but that's weird to me. That's weird. That's weird. That's strange to me. And again, maybe because I'm so antisocial. But and when I say weird, I don't mean like something nefarious, like there's something up about it being weird. But I just mean weird, like as a person, I'm like people talk to content creators like they're friends. Like to me, if I'm on your channel, if I appear on your channel or we collaborate or do something, to me that's just all business. It's not a personal thing. Like it's not personal. So again, the points I've taken away from this YouTube content creator wars that's going on right now, I didn't even know these people even knew each other, and that's weird to me. Second of all, I've never once reached out to a content creator and been like, "Hey, how do you do your channel? I need your advice." Again, I've never done that. I'm not saying, and again, let me say, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. There are plenty of people who do that, but I'm just saying, with my antisocial weird ass, it's weird to me. Like it's weird. I would never in my life be like, let me go to somebody's Instagram and send them a private message and reach out to them and talk. I don't do that. And I know content creators do this all the time. And to me, this like it's like mixing business with pleasure. But I understand. Okay, and then tonight I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna open your minds about how the YouTube game works because people who don't have YouTube channels don't really understand what goes on behind the scenes. So I'm gonna give y'all a little taste of what goes on behind the scenes. So buckle in. Um, there are many ways to get your channel to grow. There are many legal ways and things that you can do. Like there are people who buy subscribers and buy likes and buy views. That barring that crazy shit. There are other ways that your channel can grow, and one of the ways that your channel can grow is by being on other people's channels. The reason why I have almost 1,000 subscribers is has a lot to do with me being on other people's channels. So that's just a resource for you to grow your channel. So a lot of people collaborate, a lot of people do videos, a lot of people appear on other people's lives and other people's channels because that gets them out, especially when the other people have larger followings, that gets your channel out there. So a lot of people do contact other content creators, and that's how they do. Another way to get your channel out there is through social media, of course. By having your own social media account, by posting, referencing back to your videos. I used to do that, but I don't have time. Again, I'm not a serious content creator because again, I don't. This is not my life. This is not my life. This is not a side hustle. I don't get paid to do this. I just do this for shits and giggles. This is not. I have a life out here. This is not how I earn part of my income. I make enough money to where it ain't serious. I'm so close to being monetized. I'm very close. So I need about 7 more subscribers and I'll be at 1,000. So, and I haven't worked that hard at it. Like I don't be out here working in these streets. So, so the people who do get monetized, I'm not blocking the bag. There's a lot of competition and people get very competitive about certain things. Now, that's the third part I say, the competition. Behind all of this, a lot of people are fighting over the same subscribers and the same viewers because they're making the same type of content, right? Right. So you of course naturally because the human beings are human beings, they're going to be competitive. And so instead of people getting along and collaborating, a lot of people they fight and a lot of people get mad because they feel like somebody is taking their subscribers or somebody's stealing their content or somebody is taking or going off their videos. Like they'll post a video about something and somebody else will post a video about something else. And some people would start feeling some type of way about that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess according to Amber kind of felt like Geo should have been defending her because he's cool with D-Mark and other people like that. I like Amber. I do have to, in full disclosure, I do like Amber because Amber don't kiss these cast members on these shows. But I'm not saying that Geo does that or anybody else does that. There are some content creators that I know do that. Geo is not one of them. He does have people on his show, but that's a way for him to grow the channels by having interviews, and I think that's great. Geo and Cat Ann, they have that type of rapport and personality to reach out to people. They have that. They have the ability to do that. Some people may be envious of that. I'm not saying who or appointing casting shots at anybody, but some people see that they see your channel growing, they see you getting interviews and exclusives, and people get mad. So Jackie C says, "Yep, I see lots of a Song of Ice and Fire YouTuber creators. So a lot of Game of Thrones content creators infighting. You see it in all different genres, not just reality TV, not just these people, but I've seen it in many different content creators. A lot of infighting. Um, so a lot of people get jealous because they feel like somebody is stealing their content or their thunder or their ideas. So you get that element. Again, like I said, I'm not trying to point fingers at nobody. I'm not trying to point shots. I'm saying who, you know, I find it stupid. I do have to say, not throwing shots at anybody. I think it's silly and I think it's childish that if you have a problem with a content creator, to make a video about it. I know some people desperately want clicks and views and drama. I bring drama, ma. That's like my K-pop song was an Espa. I bring drama, ma. Like I understand drama sells. I understand that conflict sells. That if you're beefing with another content creator, that they will bring clicks and views. I understand the game. A lot of people watch the YouTube videos, don't have a YouTube channel, don't understand how the game is going. But I'm finna tell y'all the game. The other content creators don't want to tell y'all. So drama brings clicks and views, y'all. It's just the truth. It brings clicks and views. I'm not saying that people are doing these things on purpose. Because when Geo went live earlier today, Geo was annoyed and like just had to set the record straight. So it wasn't nothing fake. I'm not saying these people are faking it, but I just find it kind of distasteful and childish that if I have a problem with a content creator, I'm gonna come to them and be like, look, this is what happened. This kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm going to send you a message and let you know as an adult, because that's what adults do. You come to another person, woman to woman, man to man, man to woman, and you explain to them, this is what's happening. So that you have some sort of issue with them. Making a video about it and shots fired, I don't agree with that. I don't live my life like that. I just live and I leave people alone. I'm the type of person, I just won't fuck with you. I just leave you alone. Like I won't say nothing about you. I just stop messing with you. So, I didn't like I said, I'm not taking shots at anybody, but to me personally, that's not how I handle myself. I got a problem with you. I got a content. First of all, I don't think I ever have any problem with any content creator because don't nobody know me personally enough to get it. I could have 1 million followers and I fucking promise you that nobody will know enough about me. Know enough about me to be like, "Ooh, I'm finna expose Kiki." They ain't gonna do it, you know. Oh, Auntie's advice. I haven't even heard your video. Yeah, Geo did went live about it earlier, like around 5 o'clock. I'm not saying anybody do anything for clicks and views. I'm saying that people have done things for clicks and views. People have done things. I'm not saying, but like I said, I don't think this is fake. I don't think people are doing anything for clicks and views. Not in this situation. But I I've seen it, but I just don't understand. Like I said, to me, it is amazing to me that these people know each other behind the scenes. That's crazy to me. Like I said, maybe it's my antisocial ass. Maybe it's just me. But yes, he went live about it. I mean, and he has a right to go live about it. I guess if he was feeling some type of way, I'd never say anybody don't have a right to go live. But I'm just amazed that people know each other behind the scenes and know things about people's lives. I'm like, who that goes over my fucking head? Who child? I was like, oh yeah, I know this person. They said Auntie's real name, and I'm like, how would you know Auntie's real name? Child, I'm like, some of my ex-boyfriends don't even know my real name. Like, what are y'all talk? What are we really talking about here? Like, I'm not trying to laugh because I understand people get upset about this shit, but I'm like, y'all know people's like information about people's lives and people's real names. I'm like, whew, okay. Really? Okay. Like how? Why? How? Why? Like that blows my mind. When I was told certain things behind the scenes, not by any of these people, but in other content creators who have had beef, um, yeah, Amber is so she is so unproblematic. You know, I always support Amber. Like I had no issues with Amber, like at all, And I haven't watched her video because apparently she did a video earlier today, and they said that she had said some things about Geo in her video. And I haven't watched it. I'm scared to watch it because if I watch it and I'll be like, "That's fucked up," then I'm gonna get in her comments and be like, "Amber, that's a little fucked up." Because I'll say it. I'll say it's fucked up. But again, I am amazed that content creators know things about people's lives and people's names, and because to me, that would never be aligned. I'm a perpetual, like, to me, that's a line step. To me, it's like, I do content, y'all do content, we all need to stay in our lanes. There will be no co-mingling of lives in YouTube streets. I don't care if I had 1 million fucking subscribers. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this person knows my kids' names, my real name, child, where I live, what city I really live in, what I do for a living. Baby, never, never, never that. And like I said, I don't, I feel like a kid whose parents are fighting. Like I'm just sitting there going, okay, why? Because, and again, Gio has had beef with another content creator. And I just sat back and watched her videos going, why? Like, why? Why? Like, why would you get upset and mad over what another content creator does or doesn't do? Because again, in my personal life, I've had people personally do grimy shit to me, like real bad things. And I'm just like, okay. I just back up and be like, go with God and just leave it alone and walk away. Like I will block a person. I will block their social media. I will excise them, cut them out my life completely. It was never a drama. Like I'm gonna get on social media and be like, oh my God, guess what this person did to me? Like I don't understand that energy. I don't understand it. I don't, and so I'm trying to do these videos to have somebody explain this to me because I don't understand that energy. I don't understand against people that I don't really know. Like if I know you. I've had family members do horrible things to me. Like I've had family members steal from me. I had family members take my car, y'all. And y'all know, hear me talk about my ratchet ass family. I got a hood ass, ratchet ass family. I got family, I got brothers that are incarcerated. I have family members that are incarcerated. Very raw and good about that. I just exercise them all my life. Like I don't talk about them on YouTube. Like you would never even know if you are my Facebook friend, you wouldn't even know I even had brothers because I don't talk about them. I mean, not saying that they did anything to me, but they're incarcerated. So there's nothing for me to say about that. Like they in jail. Where your brothers at? In jail. They might have brothers, they in jail. I wasn't really raising them, they in jail. They in prison. What else is there to say? I've had friends that I've had for 15 years stab me in the back. And you wouldn't even know they was even alive. They were like, what happened to such and such? Oh, they still around. Well, I don't see you mention them. No. I have ex-boyfriends that you wouldn't even know I was even with for years. I was with the same man for 5 years. You look on my Facebook. If anybody on here who are Facebook friends with me, you look at my Facebook, is there anything about my ex on my Facebook? Y'all motherfuckers didn't even know I was single until I put my status as single on my fucking Facebook. I swear to hand for God. People were sitting around like, wait, are you single? Cause it hit just that quick. Just boom. One day I was in a relationship, boom, single. Nothing said, no post, pictures gone. Somebody sent a DM like, "Are you single now?" Yeah, I'm single now. What happened? We ain't together. Next, like, you know, yeah, they in jail, addicted to drugs, or both. Like half my family members. I hope they can work it out. But again, I just it's just weird to me because I don't have any problem with either one of these people. So I just don't understand why they would have problems with each other. Because it just, and like I said, I'm not saying this is for clicks or views or a setup or anything. I'm not even saying that. All I'm saying is I find it very odd. Another thing that I find equally fucked up, I'm just going to say it, and I said it before on Geo's channel. I find it fucked up that people quote things from other content creators, whether it be anybody, Geo, anybody, and they don't credit the other content creator. Every damn time I do a video, I'm like, go visit Geo's channel, go visit Aunties' channel, according to Amber, Mad Moving, whoever I found the content from, I credit. I give a shout out to. I will link videos. If anybody go back and watch any of my damn videos, you will see that I always credit the people who I got the information from. I always credit the people who gave me the idea from whatever the post or whatever it is that I'm making from. I get annoyed. I get in my craw. I feel some type of way when I watch people's videos and they talk about, oh, a content creator said such and such. What? I'm like, okay, I know who they're talking about. This is such and such's content. This is such and such interview. Geo has done some fire ass interviews that I'm like, oh, okay, I have to go and say that. But I find it sorry than a motherfucker that people will sit there and be like, not mention the person in the interview of what they're talking about. Or I heard from another content creator. You heard from another content creator. That's fucked up to me. Now, people can do whatever they want to do on their channel. People can do that. That's fine. But I personally find it utterly horrible and distasteful that I'm going to listen to a Geo interview with Chevelle or with Quaylon or somebody, and I'm not going to reference the fact that that's what I'm listening to. I find that wholly distasteful, and I don't care anybody who getting their fucking feelings about it. I don't give a shit because I don't give a shit. I can cut my shit tomorrow. Don't care. But I find it wholly distasteful that I've seen on a lot of people's channels. Yeah, Amber do get credit, but there's other content creators that do not. I've seen it on other content creators. Big ones. Because I go around and I look and I lurk and I'm like, oh, this is cool. And then they be like, I'm like, wait a minute. Like I said, I'm not trying to say no names because there are certain ones out there who do give credit, and Amber, I have heard her give credit, but there's some other ones that don't. So this is a shot fired to everybody who's a content creator who because they have something personal against somebody, or they don't like the person, or they don't like their channel, or another sentiment. Because like I said, this happens because again, I work in different circles of different contents and different genres of content creators. So I'm not just talking about reality show because I can give a shit about reality show. Y'all, if y'all would look at my subscriptions, everybody who know me, I don't watch reality shows. I watch a lot of science. I watch a lot of news. I watch a lot of documentaries. I watch a lot of K-pop. So I move in like K-pop circles, and then I move like in the sci-fi, Marvel, Game of Thrones, in those kind of circles. And I see this too, that there are times when Tony Teflon have had people on his show and interviews. The Tony Teflon people can testify that Tony Teflon has had interviews of famous people, and people have sit there and not mention Tony's name. And I got in the comments going, because Tony has had famous people on his YouTube channel that he's interviewed, like really good interviews, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. And people have said things, they quoted things from the interview and not credit Tony. And that's foul, and that's effed up. And I don't care what anybody say, that's effed up. And because Tony has rubbed people the wrong way, I can say this for Tony because he like, oh, they don't like me because Tony has rubbed people the wrong way. Why? I don't know. Again, I won't put his business out there, but it's just a lot of drama. And the same thing about Geo. For some reason, I like Geo. I don't. I've had. He's one of the most genuine people on YouTube that I've known of. So I like I said, I'm not trying to defend him, but I'm just like, okay, like you do you. But the fact that some people may have an issue because Geo gets interviews and they're jealous because of that, I don't like that either. I don't like that. I don't like that. Some people like, well, I've heard things. I've heard people say, I've heard, not heard, but read people wrote things about Geo and other on Reddits. Cause I get in these Reddit streets, baby. Now I may not be on social media, but I F with Reddit real hard. And I've heard people say things about, well, there's a certain content creator, he interviews all these people, and I'm like, there's not that many black male content creators doing reality. So doing interviews. So I'm like, this has to be about Geo. And I'm sitting there going, I'm trying to put two and two together, and I'm like, this is about Geo. And they were saying, well, because he gets interviews that he's close to the cast or whatever. Look, if that's what he wants to do, then let him do it. I don't advocate for that, but because I don't like if y'all really wanted to hear what I had to say about these casts, y'all the video would get blocked. If y'all would really hear me go off the riff about what I really say to my friends about these cast members on these reality shows, I did a video how I think that these channels are exploiting the mentally ill and the mentally unstable. If y'all really want to know how I feel about these cast members, child, but like I said, some people like people. Some people are people. My antisocial ass, I don't give a fuck about these cast members. I don't care. I don't care enough about these people on YouTube to give a shit. I keep it real. Like, I don't care. I don't care to be friends with Deontay. Hi, Deontay. He watches my video. We cool. Like, I don't have anything ill against him because I don't know him well enough to have anything ill against Deontay or anybody else. So I don't have any ill will. I don't wish them bad. Nothing like that. But I just don't care. I don't care enough to be like, oh, I want to be nice to you and I want to be cool with you. But there are some people who have that personality and that genuineness about them that they, hi Dustin, how you doing, that they get in good with the cast members. There's a lot of content creators that do. Some content creators, I think that they overstep the line of their relationships, and sometimes it bleeds into the personal, like they can't be objective because they've gotten really cool with these people and they don't want to hurt their feelings. Not doing very good right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Dustin. I hope you get to feeling better, or doing better, I should say. um You talking about you sure they're working out, Marsha? Hopefully they do or not. Like if y'all knew me in real life, y'all be like, she's a callous heifer. Because I'm just like, or not. But I just had to come on here and just felt like I feel like a child whose parents are fighting. I just like, what do we, and then I don't understand the root of what is to fight over. There's enough content and enough subscribers for everybody. There's no reason why people need to take personal shots at people. First of all, I'd have to say, if you're an upcoming content creator, I know people gonna rub people the wrong way, but don't be friends with these people because you don't know these fucking people. So I hate to be the bearer of bad news and be the bastion of negativity, but again, I live in Texas, so me being friends with somebody in another fucking state somewhere as a content creator, that's cool. But it's like, are we really friends enough for me to tell you things about my life and tell you? No, I don't trust people like that. Again, I don't trust people like that. I don't trust people getting on social media and telling people what color drawers I wear. What color drawers I wear, and whether I like, red delicious apples or gala. Like, I don't, this is not information I feel has anything to do with my channel. Is business. It's not personal, it's business. Oh, Justin, you just recently lost your uncle. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I'm so sorry. Anybody out there who lost somebody, but I understand. I lost y'all know I lost my mama last year. But I hopefully, he can rest in peace, Dustin. I hopefully, you be on your way to grieving and mentally healing, because I know it took me a long time to get over my mother dying. So it took me a long time. I'm still not over it. It's been almost a year. It'll be a year in April since my mom has passed. But everything that I tell y'all on YouTube is stuff that like is common knowledge. It's not a secret. It's not like I'm hiding things from y'all. It's something that's common knowledge. But if you want to know like deep, like my y'all want to know my kids' names and all that, y'all, like people in here knowing people's real names. Where the fuck you know Auntie's real name? I'm like, oh, okay. I guess they talked to her before. What? My brain just like short circuited, fried, and fell out my head. I'm like, so people really talk to people again. That blows my mind. Every time I get in these YouTube groups on Reddit, the YouTube, they be like, well, Tanya said this, and then Rhonda said this, and then Alan. Who the fuck are y'all talking about? Oh, Alan is such and such. Oh, Tanya is such and such. How the fuck y'all know these people real name? What's your name? Kiki. That's my name. Y'all. That's it. That's my name. That's all you should know. Shit, one day I might be Ebony. One day I might be Cairo. One day I might be, I don't know, Mahogany, Nefertiri, bitch. I may be Karen. You don't know really, because again, this is not my life. This is just for fun. This is not my life. So the idea that people are like, oh, such and such works here and such wife does this. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Why would you tell people on the internet that you've never met before your wife's name, your kid's name, the dog's name, what you had for fucking breakfast, what's the last 3 dudes you slept with? Like, what? Why would they know all of this information? Jackie C said, I've never discussed a YouTuber's real name with anyone if it's said in private. I've never either, but people will get mad and they will come out here and they will say people's real names. And, I'm like, who? I'm like, oh, that's their real name? How would you even know that? Again, unless you're YouTube friends, unless you are Facebook friends with me, motherfuckers don't know my real name. There's only a few people. There's only 3 YouTubers that have YouTube channels that are friends with me on Facebook. And I know their real names and they know my real name, so we good. But other than that, nobody is you can't get in here. Like nobody can ever blackmail me or hold anything over me, that ain't been said or stated on my YouTube channel. If somebody talking about I give good top, okay. If somebody talking about, how many dudes I didn't been with and slept with, okay. Like that's you ain't really divulging any secrets, because that's something that's full disclosure with me. But the idea that people know like where I work and my real name and I don't be doing all that. Like, y'all do too much. So this is how you get wrapped up in these dramas when you divulge things to people. Helping somebody with their YouTube channel is one thing, but forming a personal relationship with somebody off of YouTube, I strongly, highly, especially a content. Now, if it's just on YouTube to come in my comment section, now some of y'all know some of y'all, but I highly, highly, highly don't suggest forming personal relationships with other content creators if you're a content creator. I know people that had affairs with content creators, y'all. I can spill all kinds of tea. Like, and it got out. Like, I know somebody did a YouTube video about a content creator, which I won't say their name, that was having an affair with 2 or 3 other content creators against their wife, and it got out there. And then another content creator who wasn't involved in it made a video and got like 30,000 views about it. And they almost got him canceled. I ain't saying no names, but this man has 250,000 subscribers. And people were like, cancel his ass because he's a womanizer, he's a liar. he was sexting, he was doing Skype videos with his pants down, all kinds of shit. And it got way too personal. Like, people were tried, like the girls that he was having an affair with, the women, I shouldn't say girls, women that he was having an affair with, they were on a mission trying to expose this man. They were screenshotting the text messages, the chats. They was trying to show pictures. They was trying to screenshot pictures of his dingaling. I mean, I've seen this drama and I'm just sitting back going, what? I was like, they got screenshots because he was, doing, sexting and sharing pictures of his Johnson, his eggplant to other women. And so they were like posting these pictures on Twitter, and Twitter took him down. But I was like, wait a minute, can I get a pic? I want to see what he's working with. Because he was working with something a little bit. Like, I want to know what he was working with because he is cute as hell. And I'm like, is that easy to get an affair with I want to know what he's working with, child. I was like, let me see. I didn't see the pics. I didn't get to see the pics. They took all the pics down on Instagram, but I was like, girl, Jackie, I was trying to see what he was working with. I was like, let me slide in his DMs. But yeah, but this is the messiness, and I'm just like, I don't understand the logic of yeah, I was trying to slide in his DMs. You heard ladies saying LML was sending unwanted pics? Bitch. I find LML very sexy. Oh my God, LML is like one of my YouTube boy crushes. Oh my God, LML is sexy to me. Like LML, he's kind of a weirdo, but he's sexy to me. I might just slide in his DMs after this live. I'll be like, hey LML, so let me see your dragon. I'd be amazed. A lot of these dudes is perverts. Like a lot of these dudes. Oh, one girl was a teen. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Oh, sorry. I take it back. She's about to do it. Girl, I don't even have game. Let me tell you, I don't even have game like that. I am so socially like stupid. Like I said, I'm antisocial. Like I'm not like I can't slide into nobody's DMs. I'd be like, so you like chicken. Like I have no game. None whatsoever. None. No game. Like I have no game. I'm nerdy. I am socially awkward. I have a hard time talking to anybody, whether they be male or female. So again, I'm not. I'm an accountant by trade, and I'm an accountant for a reason. Because I like to work by myself and I like numbers and I don't like fucking with people. And I work from home because I don't like people and I don't like going into the office. And when I got to go in the office, I get upset. I was like, I got to go in the office. I got to deal with people today. Like, I can't believe y'all be out here contacting content creators when I can barely even deal with my coworkers at work. And I can barely DM them for 5 minutes without me wanting to get angry. I have to send an email. I gotta send an email. Gosh. They be like, Kiki, we having a Zoom meeting. I'm like, let me get on the Zoom meeting. Yeah, which I won't. Yeah. Hey, how was your vacation? It was good. Because I know they're going to ask me tomorrow on the Zoom meeting. Oh, how was your vacation? I'm like, yeah, it was good. It was all right. What'd you do? Nothing. San Antonio. And I'll be like this. Can we move on? Can we just move the F on? Like I said, as an introvert and a social, not a social person, again, I'm just amazed to me how much drama goes on YouTube. Like how much in behind the scenes drama goes on. When to me, I just don't get it. So again, I'm not taking no sides and the whole anti according to Amber thing. I have not watched according to Amber's video, and like I said, I don't want to watch it because I am the type of person that if somebody say something and I'm just kind of like, and then I lack tact. So like I have to rein it in, especially when I'm writing, because I'm a writer, like my hobby is writing. And so I lack tact. So I know when I say stuff to people when I'm writing to them, it sounds foul as fuck. But that's just me. I'm not one to hold my tongue and be like, well, I don't have tact sometimes. Um, Jackie C says she's a listener and tend to take on a submissive role. I am submissive too in the bedroom. I am submissive. I believe it or not, I'm not an aggressive person. Like I'm very quiet and very low key, but I'm very private. Like I protect my privacy very fiercely. Like I don't, like I said, whether people like it or hate it. Like I said, I've dated people who didn't know where I lived. They were like, let me come to your house. I'm like, we'll just meet somewhere else. We'll just meet, that's the kind of person that I am. I'm just like, I don't want you to know my real name. I don't want you to know where I live. I don't want you to know what my real hair looked like. I was married again for 8 years and my husband never saw my real hair. That's just the kind of person I am. My husband never saw my bank account. My husband never had to pin to my debit card. I was taught to be a very keep everything close to the vest and be a very private person. And like I said, I'm not hating on nobody. I know there are open people out there, but people on these social media streets, because you don't know who you're dealing with, you don't know what kind of issues or problems this person has, so you don't know what you're dealing with. And then the competition. I don't understand why people are on here like it's the YouTube Hunger Games. Like people are on. I've heard private conversations where people are like, man, that person posted that and they know it. And I'm just looking at them like, who gives a shit? My attitude basically towards life, unless it's like my kids, unless you're stealing like money directly out of my account, who gives a shit? But again, like I said, I'm not getting mad, but that's just my perspective. My perspective is, well, this person posted this, but did they say anything about you? Well, no, but I can't believe they posted this, and I had this other person on, and like this is the shit I really listen to, and I'm just sitting there going, who cares? Who cares? Who care? At the end of the day, it just goes over my head. I just be like, I've never wanted to be an entertainer. I've never wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Full disclosure. If I wanted my channel to blow up, I could just call my cousin. I could get her to be on my channel. Y'all would be amazed, and my channel would blow up. I've never wanted to be in the entertainment industry. I don't want to be in the industry. I have family and friends. I talk about it all the time. In the industry, the music industry, and an actor. I have a cousin who's a famous actress, y'all. And I said if I really wanted to use that, I could bring her on my channel, and I would have a million fucking subscribers in like 2 seconds. But I don't want. I like my anonymity. I like to be able to come on my YouTube channel and cuss. I like the fact that I don't have to worry about channel strikes and can I say this word and can I say that word, and is this video going to be demonetized because it's going to take money out of my. I don't need that headache and worry. I have a job. I have a career. So this is not a job or a career, but for the people that this is their job or career, I understand they're serious. But I just like to say you get out of it what you put into it. And you get the energy that you take on. If you take it on as a spirit of, I'm here, I'm doing my thing, I'm focusing on doing my thing and what I do, and I like what I do, and I focus on growing my channel, and I'm not worried about this person over here and what they featured over here and how many views and clicks this person or how many likes this person got. If you just focus on your channel and what you got to do, then the viewers and the likes and the clicks and the subscribers will come. If you just focus on doing what you do, I focus on doing what I do. I focus on doing what I like. I don't care. I mean, I understand that there's rules to YouTube. Okay. There are rules about things you can't say, you can't do, copyright. Those are those rules. But culturally, within content creators, there is a culture of content creators that I don't like. Y'all know I don't like people telling me, well, you're not supposed to do this, and well, you're not supposed to do that. And it's not a rule, it's just something that content creators do. There are all kinds of people with books about how to grow your YouTube channels, and they even have channels about how to grow your YouTube channels. There are people who have opinions on the algorithms. Post this length of video, do that, and all of that things are just subjective. Because sometimes you'll read something and then somebody else will say something totally contradictory. So you have to do on your channel what works for you. And so sometimes it's trial and error. Sometimes you just like, I don't understand why that did work, why that didn't work. But I'm a firm believer if you just focus on doing you, and if you focus on liking what you like, the people are going to come. And if you're genuine and you're authentic, then the people will come. Because there are people out here who have YouTube channels that don't like what they do. They don't like the content, but because it brings clicks and views, they come out here and they fake it. I'm never gonna fake it. I post whatever I feel like I want to post. I don't sit here and be like, okay, here's this outline and diagram. You got to post this on this time and this on this day and this kind of content and only do this kind of. I don't do all that because again, I'm here to have fun. I'm not here to make money. I'm not here as a side hustle or a business venture. And if you are trying to do that, then God bless you. I'm not trying to block your bag, but you do you. But the idea that y'all are messing around with other content creators and worried about what they doing and what they don't do, that's crazy to me. I'm going to criticize that. I have a right to criticize. I have my own channel, and I'm going to criticize that every day. Everybody should just stay in their lane. Everybody should just stay in lane. If you don't like somebody, don't fuck with them. Move on. Like I don't. There's nothing for me to say about this person, and just move on. If you hear somebody make a video and you're like, huh, okay, I think they mentioned me or they want to mention me on the slide, baby, please delete, block the channel, move on. That's all you have to do, and move on. Hopefully, I can make some money off channel. I don't predict that I would. I mean, it would be nice, but it ain't gonna be enough money for me to like leave my job. I'd have to have a million. I would have to have. I don't even know how many subscribers for me to leave my real job. I'd have to have like 250. I'd have to be. Let's say I would have to be making anywhere between 8 to 10,000 a month for me to leave my job. That's what I for me to pay my bills. I would on a lean side at least 7,000. I would have to be making 7,000 a month for me to leave my job. Period. And that's on a good day. And then I have health insurance costs, and I would have to get that from the outside, so that would take a large chunk. I don't know. Yeah. Anywhere between $7,000 to $10,000 for me to leave for the and I don't know how many subscriber that totals out to. I don't know. I'm not monetized, but that would be a lot. I mean, that would be a lot. That would be a. I know some people that invested a lot of years in their YouTube channel, and they are making like 2 to 3 thousand a month. 2 to 3 thousand a month is not enough for me to be doing tricks and flips and stunts, and me looking at other people's channels and me worried about what other people are saying on other people's channels. I don't have enough energy in my day-to-day life to be on YouTube going, did they say this? They do. Because I figured if somebody do say something about me and my channel, it's just going to bring some subscribers anyway. So it's a win-win for me anyway. So all press is good press. Like that's what the old saying in Hollywood go. There's no such thing as negative press, because if people hear your name, they're going to bring people to your channel. So, um, even if people do say something, who gives a shit? like it's just gonna bring more subscribers. And make sure y'all thumbs up and like, so other people can hear my sermon and my speech and my message. I'm trying to lead people to the promised land. But I come on here because I'm trying to tell y'all how this YouTube game goes. And a lot of people are like, I would have never known before I started doing content. I never knew what the hell this stuff was even about. I never even understood that all of this went on behind the scenes, that all this was going on. And I find it childish. I find it silly. I find it like high school. Like I get a high school feeling. And when I was in high school, I didn't do shit like this. When I was in high school, I didn't care. You got some content creators that are more popular than others, and so people are upset. People are like, oh, well, this person got more viewers than me, or this person is getting more exclusive, and people get upset. And I'm just like, why don't you just celebrate that person? I celebrate Geo getting lots of people coming to his channel, and how his channel has grown over 2 years. I get excited that Amber posts videos. I get excited when Auntie does her life after lockup and dragged on people. I get excited about all that. So I enjoy that content. I get excited about Moving Mad, about Zane, and I name drop the hell out of these content creators because, again, I support female content creators and I support content creators of color. Those are most of the people that I subscribe to. If I'm gonna watch a reality show, and then Your Wet Sock is another one, but he's a white dude, but he's hilarious, and he's been going in on Angela Hart. But that's another one that I watch. I don't watch a lot of reality TV, y'all. So again, this is not my passion. This is not what I do. I haven't been out here years doing this. You know, yeah. Make sure y'all click the three dots at the top right and hit the like button. Y'all in here, but this is what I do, and I honestly feel that a positive spirit and a positive energy will bring you more people. Again, you will never hear me up here dragging no content creator. There's no reason for me to. You will never in your life. I don't have the time or the energy, the mental, the emotional energy to be up here dragging nobody, because I'm trying to bring people up. I'm trying to give people, like, I used to share Amber videos. I used to share Geo's videos on my Facebook and tell everybody I know about Geo. My ex-boyfriend knows about Geo. My ex-boyfriend knows about Tony Teflon. Like, he feels like they are kind of like pseudo family, because I'll be like, oh, Geo posted this, and he'll go and watch Geo's videos. Like, I tell when me and my ex were together, like, that's all we did. We would sit there and watch certain content creators. Like, we would watch Geo, and he would watch me on Geo and crack up. He would watch me on Tony Teflon. He would watch After Dark and be cracking up. So I try to put people on. Like, I try to spread the word about, content creators. I know it's hard being a content creator of color. I know it's hard sometimes being a female content creator, depending on what genre you're in, because some of these content creators, depending on what genre, is male dominated. And so I know a lot of times for female content creators, they have a hard time, especially in the sci-fi field and the science field, and the movie critics field. I support Grace Randolph. Y'all don't know who Grace Randolph. She's been around for a long time. She has got almost got 1 million subscribers. Grace don't need no help, but I love Grace. I've been a subscriber of her since I've been on YouTube for like 6 7 years. Since she was just she was a comic book writer and decided to start doing movies. She's a big time movie critic. But I talked to Grace on Twitter and said hi to her. She's real cool. So, if you keep to me, if you bring that energy, and I never heard Grace, there be people online taking shots at Grace all the time. They be dogging Grace out. You can look Grace Randolph in YouTube, and people will do videos about her, and she don't give them the energy. She don't say nothing about other content creators. She don't mention anything about any other critics. She don't feed into the nonsense. And I told Grace, I said, I'm gonna do what you do. Don't feed. She's like, don't feed into it. She's like, anybody talk about you, just let them keep talking because it's not worth it. So Grace, people then dragged and said all kinds of mean shit about her on Twitter because she didn't like a movie or something, or a director or something. And she ain't never said anything on her channel about none of these people. She don't give them the time or the energy. So I would tell people, don't give them the time and energy. And also, from Grace Randolph, I learned not to give people your information. Grace is very private. She don't be telling people where she live in New York. That's about it. She don't tell people where she live, about her family, about her brothers and sisters. She don't do none of that. You know. I started recapping a show on YouTube with my friend. Oh, Dustin, congratulations. That is so awesome. I got to check that out. And then, like I said, to all the content creators on there, if y'all want me to subscribe to y'all channels, y'all go ahead and, drop your links in your comments and I will subscribe to your channel. I'll come in there and say hi and boost the algorithm. I do this to a lot of channels. There's a lot of channels that I subscribe to that have like 100 subscribers, 200 subscribers, 300 subscribers. That I'll sit there and watch their videos. Like there's some teenagers online that do videos that I liked his video. Like he does videos about like movies and video games, and I was like, oh, I like that because he was talking about Final Fantasy. Because y'all, again, my real interest is video games, science fiction, politics, news and politics. That's what my feed is full of. My feed is not full of celebrities, TV shows, reality shows, gossip, celebrity gossip, none of that. So, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth just came out. So, there's gamers a little playground. There's a more. I like Mortal Kombat. Like y'all, if y'all knew me, like my interest is not reality TV. It's not at all. My interest is so far away from what I talk about on my channel. But I do the online gaming. I just I just try to tell my story about what happens or things that I feel like that irritate me. But yeah, there's gaming channels out there that are like teenagers that are 15, 16 years old that I will sit there and thumbs up their videos and like their videos because I'm like, oh, I want to see them grow. And I know they're really putting in a lot of effort. You can drop the name of the channel in the chat. You go ahead. If you got a channel, go ahead. You can drop the name in the chat. You can drop the name in my comment section. I will subscribe. I will subscribe and I will support. That's what I'm here for. Why wouldn't I? Why would I come on here and get 100,000 subscribers and act like I'm Sadiddy and be like, I'm not gonna say that channel's name and I'm not gonna say this person's name. If I had 1 million subscribers, y'all, I would be on here supporting people. Even if I had 100,000 subscribers, if I had the ability, I would be putting people on like it ain't nothing. But that's my soul. That's my spirit. That's my personality. I'm always trying to put people on, no matter what, even at work. Even in my day-to-day life and my job. At one time, I had 3 online businesses and I always celebrated and supported and helped other businesses behind closed doors. When I had my Etsy businesses, nobody helped me. I didn't have anybody to help me. I had to figure things out. I had to look things out. I had to study things out on my own. I had to take like online classes to figure out how to do Etsy. I didn't have anybody to help me. So when I finally got the Etsy things down and I was pretty successful at it when I had my Etsy business, I shut down because I didn't have my mom to help me anymore. My mom was like shipping the orders and keeping track of the products and she was, putting things in packages. And without her help, there's no way I could be able to work a full job, have 2 kids and keep track of my orders. My mother was an integral part of my business and I had to shut my businesses down because my mother passed away. But I didn't have anyone to help in my Etsy business. I would have people come to me and send me messages. I would send people messages on Etsy. Let me go back on Etsy, asking them for help, and no, and these people would not reply. I had so many people going Can you help my business? Can you send me free product? I will advertise. I sent so much free product to people to help advertise their businesses. You will get messages from schools, from charities saying, can you send us free product and we will advertise your business? I did this all the time. And it was a tax write off, but I did this all the time to help people. I would help people's Etsy businesses. People would ask me questions. How do I do this? How do I do that? How do I make soap? How do I do skincare? I did skincare products and hair care products, and people ask me all the time, even to this day, how do they break into the business? And I always stop and give them tips and tricks and stuff to try to help them. Because again, I didn't have anyone to help me, but I'm not going to be an asshole about it and be like, well, I'm not going to help this person. I don't do that. I try to help people. So if my YouTube channel becomes really, really big and I have tens and thousands of subscribers, I'm going to do whatever I got to do to try to pull up the next person. But I don't see content creators doing that. Like I'm just going to say, I just, okay. Oh, I gotta check it out then. I gotta check it out, Dustin. And when this video posts, Dustin, put it in the comments too, so I can click on it. Cause I can't click on it right now because I'm on my phone. But I'll subscribe. But I always want to use my channel. Like if I had a big following to help people, because that's the kind of person that I am. I'm always trying to help people, even though I live a life where I have done everything myself. But I don't want people to be in the same predicament as me. Because my YouTube channel, I don't ask nobody for help. I don't ask people like, oh, let's collaborate. Da, da, da. And like I said, that may just be my antisocial ass. That may just be me. But I, again, I'm an introvert. So I feel like if I got to do it, then I'm going to do it by myself. But there's so many YouTubers out here that started from the bottom and worked their way up to the top. But then again, they've collaborated, they've asked other content creators, they've asked for help, suggestions, or whatever. And people have helped them and some people have not. And then once they get to 100,000, 200,000 subscribers, then other people come in for help, and then they act like they don't ever want to help them. And I think that's wrong. So um I don't want to be that way. I don't ever want to be that way. Like I said, I don't think I'll have 100,000. Like I said, this is not this is a passion project for me. This is not this is not a job. This is not something that I'm like, oh, I want to be famous. Like I don't want to be the next Wendy Williams, like some people do. There are people out there who want to be the next Ellen or the next Wendy Williams, or they want to have 1 million subscribers, like whoever the hell. I don't know who's big in the reality, who has like a whole bunch of subscribers. Um, I don't know. I don't subscribe to many reality channels, and the people I do, they have less than 100,000 subscribers. But there's some people out there that have huge channels supposedly. I can't think of any. I don't subscribe to none of these people, but and then they forget where they come from, and that at one time that they were struggling, and so that's not the energy I give out. I live and let live. If anybody has something to say about me, I'm just like, they won't be the first or the last. They won't be the last MFer or the first MFer to go online and say shit about me. I gave y'all the story that I didn't have people's ex-girlfriends get online and drag me for filth and say all kinds of crazy things about me that I cannot repeat on YouTube. And I've been called all kinds of N-words by people's ex-girlfriends. Yes, indeed. Your girl Kiki has been called all kinds of racial names, that black B, that N, by people's ex-girlfriends, or people, I'm sorry, people's current girlfriends, because they didn't like me because I was the ex, and then the ex was still trying to get with me, and I was like, that ain't my fault that your man still want to be with me. It ain't my fault, but they thought it was my fault, and so I've had people go online and post my pics online, all kinds of things. Guess what I did? Boop, block, delete. Move on. My friends are like, "Ooh, girl, did you see that such and such wrote a post about you and they said something bad about you?" I said, girl, boop, delete, move. I don't want to hear about that. Anyway, what you having for dinner? I don't even entertain that even thought. Somebody sent me a message talking about, girl, let me screenshot. This is what such and such new girlfriend said about you. That bitch wasn't even in my tax bracket, honey. I don't have time to be dealing with peasants. Like, are you in my tax bracket? That bitch look like she work at QT. Boop, delete, move on. I don't have time for that. You're not even in my tax bracket enough for me to even be talking to you. Like, I'm just like, Uh, no, I'm not gonna respond to that. Boop, delete, and move on. But some people just can't do that. But people need to learn how to do that. If everybody just learn to stay away from whatever that's not meant for them, our whole world will be a different place. Our whole world will be a much more enlightened place if people would just learn to stay in their lane, and what's not for them, just move on. If it's not for me, I'm gonna move on. Like, okay, they want to say whatever they want to say. I ain't getting involved now. If it's not meant for me, okay, it's not meant for me. Okay. If somebody got something to say, I just be like, thanks. Especially on YouTube. Thanks for bringing people to my channel. So, like I said, can't nobody get at me. Ain't nobody got no leverage. What information can anybody pull about me? There's nothing that anyone can say. Unless you're one of my exes. I do have exes that watch my video. Now they would have they would have something to say about me. But anybody else on YouTube, there's nothing that they didn't nobody knows enough about me to be trying to come for me and say what? What can you come for me? I don't give a fuck if you talk about my appearance. Don't care. Don't give a shit. I'll laugh and be like, okay, unfazed. I'll blink and be like, what else you got? You had to wake up pretty early to offend me. Because I've been called many things by many different people. And some of it might be true. You're like, Kiki, you're an asshole. That might be true because I do have asshole tendencies. I do. I admit it. I'm very honest about myself. So I do admit that. But I don't, again, back in these YouTube streets, all your exes live in Texas. Yeah, obviously. Okay, don't you live in Texas? Don't you live in Texas? But I mean, there's no reason why anybody should be fighting on YouTube. There's no reason, a reason at all. And like I said, I'll say it again. I don't understand the Geo thing. I again, the things that I've heard is so petty that I'm just like, this why y'all mad? Cause he friends with cast members? Like, I heard somebody say that. Somebody just said that on Reddit. I don't know who said it, but there were people saying it on Reddit a while ago, and I didn't say anything about it. This is like 6 months ago, and I didn't bring the Geo. I was just like, okay, I was just like, what? Well, because he knows cast members and blah blah blah. I'm like, that's what y'all mad about. Oh my God. I was like, oh, this is like schoolyard stuff. This is like shit I used to do when I was 15 years old. You know how a girl don't like another girl. And she like, look at that bitch over there. She slept with such and such on the football team. Y'all remember people used to talk like that? These are grown people. I'm just like, if y'all don't like Geo, then, talking about what Jackie C said, we all have asshole tendencies. We do, Well, nobody's perfect. No, nobody's perfect. But I may be many things, but I'm not petty. Like I may be many things. Well, I take that back. I'm a liar because I can be petty, but I'm petty about the stuff that I need to be petty about. About shit that happens on YouTube, I'm not petty. I don't. Because again, whatever that's said on YouTube, I feel like it's not going to interrupt your bag unless somebody is going to YouTube and trying to get your channel blocked or shut down. Now, if somebody's trying to get your channel blocked or shut down or have strikes against your channel, which can affect your channel seriously, then you have a problem with that person. Then things need to be said behind the scenes and in front of the camera. If somebody's trying to get your channel shut down, you have a right to get on YouTube and be like, this bitch here and put their picture up, or this MFer here is trying to get my channel shut down. You have a right to go in on that person. But if somebody's not trying to get your channel shut down or they're not trying to get copyright strikes that you know of on your channel, then it's not that serious. Then it's like, okay, like, it's not that serious. And again, I said, if you have beef with somebody, I think you should take it behind closed doors, send them an Instagram message, especially if you already know the person, and be like, hey, I have a problem. Adult to adult, we're gonna work this out. And I hope everybody works this out. But again, a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes, we don't know about. I don't know about. I don't have any really cool inside knowledge. I mean, not like that. Like, I know things have been said that I've been told what things have been said. I've seen with my own two eyes certain bitch ass behavior that has gone on. Like I mentioned the thing about people not crediting content creators, which really I have to reiterate how that irritates me so bad, how that just makes me upset. Because giving a content creator credit to me is the least you can do for mentioning somebody's interview or somebody's video. It's the least you can do is drop a link. The least you can do is come on the channel and say, hey, I saw this on such and such channel and they said such and such. That's the least you can do. If you don't want to put a link, if you don't want to put it in your description or put it in your comments or at that person at least, if you don't want to do that, at least come on your video and be like, hey, I saw this on this channel. Because you should give credit where credit is due. And that irritates me because it happens in the corporate world. It happens in my job as well. There are people out there that have really great. I've had really great ideas, and people will be like, "Oh, we should do such and such," and I'm like, "Didn't I just tell you that yesterday that we should do?" Okay, but you taking credit. Oh, okay. So that happens in real life, in school, in college, in the corporate world, at your job, any job that you have, that people are always trying to take credit for your work or trying to take credit for your ideas. And I don't like that. It rubs me the wrong way. Because that has happened to me a lot over the years. Just ideas about books and stories again, because one of my spare things I do in my spare time, besides being an artist, I like to write. And so when I have had ideas and said it to people in group settings, people have taken ideas and not like that. And people should credit people for their content and ideas. That's a decent thing to do. And so, um, like I said, I don't take no side. I like all three of these people. Like I said, I don't know Auntie. She came on my channel, so obviously I don't know if she subscribes to my channel. I don't know what it is, but she came to my channel. Somebody must have tipped her off that I was talking about her. I don't care. But I'm like, I ain't scared. Kiki ain't not scared. I'm not scared of none of these fucking people online. I ain't scared of nobody online on social on fucking I'm not on Instagram and X and I don't fuck out of here. Social media. Give a shit. I delete my shit and move on and be sitting back next to my pool like this, sitting there watching Al Jazeera. Baby, sitting back watching Al Jazeera because that's what I'm watching right now, baby. I'm watching the news right now. I'm watching Al Jazeera. Shout out Al Jazeera. That's what I watch all day in my sleep. I watch Al Jazeera news. So that's what I go back and living my best life, hanging out with my children and my cat and my leopard geckos and be living my best life. So, um, but I just want to come on here and just be like, what is happening? And I just, hopefully they'll work it out and hopefully they'll get it through. Or if they don't work it out, everybody just leave each other alone and just don't mention it and don't post anything and just move on. The idea that people are up here going back and forth and posting, I said, Lord, here we go again. And again, I've sat on the sidelines and experienced this, not with these people, but in other various content creators that I know over and over and over again. And I'm like, how in the fuck do I keep getting involved with people who all end up not liking each other eventually? Like this is the third or fourth time. Like maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm bad luck. How do I get involved with channels that I'm cool with that all suddenly they don't like each other anymore? This has happened with Game of Thrones. Like I had to like get off some channels because of Quinn. Because people were saying bad things. Okay, if y'all anyway, y'all don't know who Quinn Ideas is, but I love Quinn. Quinn Ideas. People were saying bad things about Quinn and Tony Teflon in the Game of Thrones group. And so I had to unsubscribe from 5 or 6 people because they were behind the scenes like saying racist, crazy shit about Quinn. And I'm like, Quinn don't hurt nobody. Like Quinn is this real cool. Yeah, I love Quinn. Quinn is this real cool brother who writes, who's talented, who's smart, who does all these cool ass videos about Dune and video games and everything. And people were behind the scenes saying, I'm like, Quinn don't hurt nobody. Like, who do Quinn hurt? They were saying stuff about Quinn, and I'm like, why are y'all saying stuff about this? And I'm just sitting there reading this stuff going, why are y'all talking about him like that? And so Quinn came out and said something and then Quinn went to a convention. Like, okay, I'm getting off, but this is the annoying shit that's happened. So Quinn went to a convention, right? And he was invited on a panel. This happened a couple years ago, and then he was on the panel, and people were like, "Well, we don't understand why he's here." And he was on a panel at a Game of Thrones convention. He did a panel with some other people, and then he was on the panel, and like they basically like dismissed him, and they barely would let him speak on the panel. And Quinn, being as sweet as he was, he didn't say anything. But then other people noticed, and so other people were posting videos are like, "Why is he on the panel and they're not letting him speak?" And then like, oh Lord, I think my cat is up here causing problems. Anyway, that scared me. And then so other people had posted videos of what was happening at the convention. And then people were commenting like that's messed up. Like they basically dismissed him. Like he was just stupid to these other people who they were just content creators. But they got on there and was like they were the expert on everything and like they knew more than Quinn. And then Quinn didn't really say anything. He kind of sat back, but then other people started to say things. And so Quinn addressed it on his channel. Like this was like 3 years ago. And he addressed it on his channel and was saying, this is what happened. People was asking him to talk about it. And he did feel some type of way that he was on this panel of content creators. And they made him feel like he didn't know what he was talking about. And Quinn doing it. Quinn has read all the books. He's read, he deep in these sci-fi streets. Quinn don't just read Game of Thrones. He reads all kinds of sci-fi. And so, and all kinds of fantasy. And so, but the way that they just dismissed him like he was nothing, you know. Yes, and Quinn is one of the most intelligent people in the sci-fi fantasy community. And the way they treated him, I saw the video, how they just overtalked him and made him seem like he was stupid and wouldn't let him speak. Like it was very distasteful. Like I haven't been to a Game of Thrones convention because of that. There are certain content creators and certain people who have certain databases that I won't name that I unsubscribed from their content. I didn't go to their website or their database. I didn't order their products. I'm not gonna say who, but I was like, I ain't fucking with that because the way they treated Quinn so bad. And then behind the scenes they were like, well, who invited him to? I was reading what these people were saying, and I'm like, okay, well, why would y'all say that? Why can't he be on the panel? Like what? Because people get into these petty jealousies about online shit. There's enough for everybody. There's enough room in the Game of Thrones community for all voices, for all types of opinions and people. There's enough people in the reality TV space that it's enough for everybody. There's enough content for everybody. There are those of us who subscribe to overlapping channels. This is not the YouTube content hunger fucking game. People treat us like this is the Hunger Games. Like we out here fighting like it's a fight to the death. Like there can only be one. There can only be one. Like this Highlander. It's not. It's not that serious. I swear. It is not that serious. And so these petty jealousies and these shoves because these people, I've heard people say things about Geo's videos and oh, he got his kids in the background. I'm like, I know the fuck Amber didn't say that. I know Amber didn't say that. Somebody told me that Amber said that in her video about Geo, about his kids in the background. I was like, I know, cause that's low. Like you don't talk about people's children. And I know Geo has done videos and yes, you can hear his kids in the background, and yes, you can hear. I've never batted an eyelash or said anything about that. And I'm like, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, look, you do your thing. And people have kikied and called about, oh, his videos are so low rent and they ghetto. I've heard people say this stuff about Geo. So I've heard people say, and I mean, not heard, but read people have said stuff about Geo. That I'm like, and I chimed in like, that's pretty fucked up. Like, why would you say that? Because people want to feel better about their channel, about their situation, and Geo's low rent, and his channel's not going to get any far because he cusses on his channel, and he does this and he does that, and you need to have this kind of camera and do this and do that. The reason why I'm on Geo's channel and I fuck with Geo is because I like the way he was raw and he was real, and his kids were screaming in the background, and I fuck with that real hard, and I like that, and I don't have no issues with that. And the fact that people were trying to say things about his videos because of that, like I find that's very distasteful. You'll never have me up here criticizing anybody's videos of like, well, this person looked like this on camera, and this person, their videos is not, the camera's not good and the audio's not good. Don't watch it. Just move on. But the fact that I felt some type of way today when they were talking about allegedly, again, I haven't witnessed this, that Amber was saying things, according to Amber, was saying things about Geo's videos and stuff like that. I don't know who was saying, I don't know if Auntie was saying this or Amber was saying this, but if they were saying that, then I can go on the record and say that that's pretty fucked up. Like that's not something I would even feel the need to even address or say. Like I don't understand that energy, and I'm trying to. Maybe I'll never understand it. Maybe I'll just never understand it. You know. And Jackie C said, "No wonder you people don't want to go to cons anymore because you have the content creator gatekeepers. Like you have these people out here who they feel like that's how they do things and how they will give you advice and tell you to do things. That's how it should be done. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like they gatekeepers of a fandom. I don't like the gatekeepers of the Star Wars fans, the Marvels fans, the Game of Thrones fans. You got these people who are content creators who get on these high horses who are like, I got all these subscribers and I'm the definitive word on what fandom is. You got these people who do these reality channels that feel like they know cast and crews and they know the producers and I know the producers and the producers contacted me and I got this exclusive. So, forget this little person with this channel. And then when the person on this little channel get an interview with somebody good, they like, uh, well, they just a little content creator anyway. Who gives a fuck about them? And I can't believe they even went on their channel and talked to this person. And that's the energy that people have. That's the energy I don't like. So if you got a good channel, you got a good thing going, and somebody get an interview, just be like, well, shit, that's good on them. High five. All right. Maybe they cool with that person. All right. But that's not the energy that I see. It's I have all these subscribers and I do all of this and I do all of that. And then here this little low rent ghetto channel down here and they got interviews and they getting views and they getting clicks and they get a lot of people on their live and then they get mad about that and they don't like it. What? Like that's the pettiness that I don't like. That's the pettiness. So I just tell people live and let live, just do your thing. Live and let live. Hold on, y'all. I got a date tomorrow. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. I gotta reply. Yes, I got a date tomorrow, y'all. Just I had to reply. Sorry, y'all. I had to reply. I got a date tomorrow. It's with my ex. Don't y'all get too excited. Yeah, they can't stand seeing women or people of color succeeding or having different views than them. Yeah, a lot of people don't. A lot of people, period. There's other people of color that don't like other people of color because their channel is not up to standards, I guess, that they feel like the channel should be. Congrats on the date, girl. Anyway, when you come in here, make sure you hit the thumbs up. Make sure you smash that like button, y'all. But yeah, I don't like channel gatekeeping. I don't like people who do things and they want to do things their way. That's their way. You know what I'm saying? Or telling people that their channel is not going to be successful because they don't do certain things or they do certain things. And I know for a fact that Geo has been told that he wasn't going to be successful, that he wasn't going to grow his channel the big as it's come. And like I said, and I celebrated. I'm rooting for him all the way. I told Gio, I said, you the prototype. Like I want to be like you one day. Like I want to be able to grow my channel and do new things. I'll get tired of doing this, and so I'll move on to something else. But I'm lazy with my channel. I don't give a damn. I'm not gonna come up here and dress up and put on makeup and do all that shit. No, I'm not gonna do. I said before my other videos, I'm not gonna do that for all y'all. I'm tired. I drove 5 hours to San Antonio and back and worked 12 hours today and did laundry and cooked and cleaned and drove another hour to go pick up some other kids. I got a house full of kids right now. This what you see is what you get right now. You get an African head wrap, you get my glasses. Jackie C said I look beautiful, thank you. But this what you see is what you get with me all the time. I'm one of the most realist, transparent people you'll ever meet. Like I'm not trying to put on airs and I gotta put on makeup and I don't care. I don't care. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Like I'm just keeping it real. Some days tomorrow when I do a video, y'all see me all like dressed up and fancy. Cause I got a date. I got a date. I got a date. Jackie don't get y'all don't get too excited about the date. Cause it's just my ex. It's just Dick Grimes, y'all. It's just Dick Grimes, aka allegedly. Some of y'all know him by reputation. His reputation precedes him. His reputation precedes him. It's just my ex. Like he's gonna take me out to breakfast and he okay, he gonna take me out to breakfast and we gonna go to breakfast and we gonna talk. And since he got a dose of act right, we've been broke up for quite a while. So me and Dick Grimes, yes, newsflash, me and Dick Grimes broke up. Y'all didn't know, y'all know. You don't know, now you know that me and Dick Grimes we did break up a year ago, and then now he's back trying to I don't know what he's trying to do, but we'll see how I go tomorrow. Y'all see a little smile on my face. Um, Nonetheless, I hope it is great with Dick Grimes. It's been this is like our fourth or fifth date, and so it's been good so far. I'm just taking it slowly, taking it slow, taking it slow. So we're gonna see. We'll see what it do. We just gonna see what it do. And I'm just like I said, we're just taking it one day at a time, one date at a time, with no expectations. And the ball is in his court to get a dose of act right. So that's what he's doing, getting a dose of act right. But anyway, yeah, I don't want to be too long because again, I've worked 12 hours. I've done so many stuff today, but I just thought I'd come on here because Auntie posted a video on her other channel and YouTube recommended it to me. I didn't even know Auntie even had another channel, but YouTube, you messy, 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 you messy witch, YouTube. YouTube is messy. And it popped up and recommended the video to me. But I didn't watch it though. I didn't watch what Auntie had to say. I don't because again, I listen to things and I take things personal. Like I'll be like, what? Then I kind of get like a little, you know, agitated when I hear stuff and be like, wait a minute, what? Um, but again, like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have a side in this fight. I just wish everybody would just kiss and make up and just talk to each other as grown people and adults and stop taking things to Instagram or your social media and just be like, we're not gonna post any videos about that. And just Amber ain't posting no video. I have not watched Amber's video. I'm gonna watch it, Courtney. I said I'm gonna watch it, but then I'm not gonna watch it because I don't want to feed into the negativity and the nonsense. I don't want to watch it because I just heard what was said in the video, and that what made Geo go off. And so I was like, for Geo to go off, I'm like, what is happening? And I listened to his video and I'm like, oh, okay. And I was shocked and disappointed. And so if Amber really did say those things, I'm really disappointed in her. I didn't think, but like I said, maybe she felt that Gio should have defended her against D-Mark, which I don't get that either. I don't expect anybody to defend me against nobody. I can defend, I'm a big girl. I can defend myself. I don't need anybody to back me up or, anything like that. But again, that's just me. Like, I don't be taking this shit personal, y'all. Like I don't take it personal at all. And like I said, I just hope everybody can get together because again, being a woman and being a content creator of color is hard enough. It's hard enough that we need each other's support and we need each other supposedly in theory, I guess. But we need each other's support like, clicks and views and stuff like that, cuz a lot of people that subscribe to all these channels are subscribed to all these channels. And so I don't get on these channels and to like watch drama. That's why I haven't watched a lot of these videos because I don't want it to hurt my spirit. Because stuff like that hurts my spirit. Like am I the only one? Like stuff like that affects me. Like it hurts my spirit. And so I don't like when people fight and argue. I don't live in a lifestyle where I have a lot of fighting. There's not a lot there's no fighting going on in my house. There's no arguing. Like I may fuss at my cat because he'll knock over something because he up here trying to steal some shrimp off my stove or something. Like the shrimp ain't even on my stove anymore. Now he's meowing at my door. Like the only person I really fuss at is my cat. That's about it. But I don't live in a situation or a life where I'm fussing and arguing and fighting with people. And some people do. Some people they have lives like that where they are fussing with, their parents or their kids or their coworkers or people online. And that's they just live in a perpetual sense of conflict with other people. And I'm the opposite. I don't live in conflict. I don't do conflict. There are friends I said it before, I have friends I have had for years that I don't talk to, that I've cut out of my life because they were disloyal, they had too much drama, and I can't I'm not gonna sit up here and fight and be frenemies with nobody. I had one friend say something when my mother died that we got into it, and that's it. Like it's a wrap. We've been friends for years. I can be friends with you for 20 years, and you'll say something to me, and it has to be something really really bad, but it could be something really really foul, and I'm done. I'll block you, and baby, I'll get ghost. If you want to see Casper the friendly ghost up in this mug, it would be me. If you see a motherfucker that will disappear, baby, I will move. There are times in my life where I have moved away from people. Y'all don't know. I cut people out real quick. I mean, I have a reputation for cutting people out. Like people know me. People are like, oh, don't piss off Kiki, because I was like, what'd you say? Oh, okay. Next thing you know, I just won't talk to you no more. I mean, they call whether you want to criticize it, whether you want to. Some people are like, oh, you shouldn't do that. I'm not a forgiving person. I know it's bad. I know that's an awful thing to say, but I am like. Oh, I had one friend say something to me. My mama died, And she was like, well, you need to like get over. I need to what? Who? I am not an INFJ. I'm an INTJ. I'm the rare female, the crown jewel of rareness, the INTJ female. And baby, us INTJs, we have no time for nobody's nonsense. I don't have time for nobody's nonsense. I cut people off like it ain't. That's why my circle of friends is like three. I have three friends, and two of them I'm related to. I like literally have like one friend that I'm not related to. I mean, because I cut people off in a quickness. Yeah, the red INTJ is the rarest, and we baby INTJs we're logic thinkers, logic based thinkers, and I don't do disloyalty. I'm not a forgiving. I'm not one of these people that we're gonna be arguing one minute, we're gonna be friends the next. I don't know how people do that. That has never happened to me. I've never argued with somebody. I don't even do that in relationships. My ex will tell you, we get into an argument, I'm ready to go. I'm like, well, I guess this relationship's over. But we've been together 5 years. I don't give a shit how long we've been. Baby, I will be married to you. And if you piss me off bad enough, I'll be shit. I'll be in the closet packing your shit up and be like, well, you gotta go. Kiki, we've been married 20 years. I don't give a fuck. I'm packing your shit up and you getting the fuck up out of here. Baby, my late husband would tell people all the time, my wife will kick me out in a minute. I look at him like, baby, you sure know what to say. Because he know damn well that I'm like, if you test me, especially if the moon line up a certain way, and maybe I'm on my period, and then maybe I'm PMSing, and then I had a bad day at work, and then maybe the cat puked on the rug. If a whole bunch of things come together, and then you want to pop off at the mouth, I told my husband, you better run to that closet and you better pack your shit up and you better get the hell up out. Because if all of these things, if a whole bunch of shit line up in a bad way, and then you make me angry, I won't be friends with you anymore. I will end my marriage and be like, well, I guess you got to get out. Jackie C, we said we are the most alike in personality types. Yeah, we are. INFJ and INTJ, they like Wonder Twin. Wonder Twin powers activate. Take the form of an asshole. That's me. Like I don't have time for that. I don't know how many times I broke up with my ex. We broke up many times, many times. And I'm just like, okay, gone. He will tell you. He'd be like, and it takes like, a year before I'm be like, okay, I'm calmed down enough to talk to you without cussing you out. And he got me, and he's like, we should talk and da 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 da. And I was like, okay, I'm tired. I'm sleepy, and I don't feel like cussing nobody out today. So let's talk. Because I would go a whole year and I just want to talk to you. And I didn't talk to him. He would text message me, and I would be like, and not respond. He would message me on Facebook and I respond. I just then one day he messaged me over and over again, and then I finally responded, and he was like, we should get together and talk. And that's how it happened. Because normally I'm not one of these people who I'm gonna not like you and have beef with you, and then all suddenly like we're back cool again. That is never I ain't happened. That is a rarity for me. It's a rarity for me. Like it's a rare. Like I'm scared for my kids. Like I'm scared that my kids gonna make me angry when they get older because they're little now. But when they get older and adults and they gonna make me angry or make some decisions that I don't agree with, and then I'm just gonna be like, well, you're not my child anymore. I'm taking you off the wheel. You're off the wheel. You're off the wheel. Like I'm that type of person. And again, I know that sounds terrible, but I'm that type of person. Like when I get in my feelings and I get in my emotions, I get angry. I make rash decisions, but at least I stick with them. I'm not one of these people that make rash decisions and try to take it back. I'll make a rash decision, then I'll double down on it. They'll triple down on it and rationalize why that was a good decision. And then maybe years later, I might regret it. But for the most part, I'll be like, no, that was a good decision. Um, Jackie says, yeah, she do the same. She cut people out. I cut people out all the time. I don't, and I really don't have time for disloyalty. Like I like people to be loyal because I'm a very loyal person. I'm loyal to a fault. I'm where the bodies is buried loyal. Like I'll keep your secrets. I'm a secret keeper. Everybody know people have told me things that they have never told anybody because they felt comfortable enough with me and they know I'm like, who am I gonna tell? Who am I gonna run and tell? I'm not gonna run and tell nobody. I don't have a huge circle of people to be like, ooh, let me tell you about this person. And then that's just not my personality. I'm a secret keeper. I keep and then I'm loyal to people. Like if you have done nice things for me and if you had my back, then I have yours. If I will never forget a favor. I'm one of these people, I never forget a favor. I never forget where I come from and I never forget a favor. There are people who've done things for me 10, 15 years ago that can call me right now and I'll be like, okay, I'll help you within reason. I'll always think about, well, that person really didn't have to do that, but they did do that or they did something I really appreciated and I'll be like, I really appreciate that. And so I will help them out. Again, that's just my personality, you know. Jackie C said people always tell her stuff and they said I never told nobody. Ain't no way really reason for me to tell. I'm a secret keeper. People confide in me about their marriages, about their lives, about their sexuality all the time. There are people that I don't even know that well that feel like they can that I'm easy to talk to. I've been told I'm easy. I'm a person. They're like you're so easy to talk to, and I just get people comfortable. I can lull people into this comfortability, and people would just start telling me their whole business and their whole lives, and I appreciate that. I appreciate people confiding in me because people feel like they should be able to confide in me because I don't tell nothing about nobody. Like I just if I know you then you have my and if I like you, because I don't like everybody. I don't like people. I'm not a people person. I'm introverted. I'm not a people person. Again, I'm very antisocial. I'm not like one to call people on the telephone and talk to them and and hang out with people. I don't have a large circle of friends. So if I like you, then there's something about you I really like. Then I really, if I fuck with you, then I really must like you. And then if I really like you, then I have a sense of being able to kind of have a rapport with you. I don't know if I completely trust you, but then I like you. If I like you, then slowly but surely I'll start letting you in. Um, yeah, we're rare types. There's not people like this. A lot of people talk about people behind the back. I ain't never talking about nobody behind the back. If I got something to say to you, I'll say it to your face. I will say it to your face. You ain't never gonna hear me come on here and make no fucking video about nobody. I will tell them to their face. I don't like this. I don't like that. I will get them on the phone. I will Instagram message them. I will be like, look, I don't like you. You don't like me. Great, we're cool. Like I would tell them straight up. But it takes me a lot to not like somebody. It ain't over some petty shit over YouTube that I ain't gonna dislike. No, I don't know, but I don't know nobody enough to be like, I don't like that person. I may not like a person's content, but then I just don't watch it. I don't watch shit I don't like. So yeah, like I said, all this just the video Auntie posted and according to Amber posted, I I ain't listened to it. I did watch the video that according to Amber and Auntie did together. No, not together, but Auntie did a video where she was defending according to Amber. And I wasn't gonna listen to it, but listened to the first 5 minutes and I saw that she wasn't trying to drag Amber. She was actually being nice. And I did comment on Auntie's channel saying, phew. But then when Geo decided to go live today and he posted that thumbnail, I said, oh boy, I knew it was gonna be a doozy. I was like, oh God. I said, should I listen to this? And I'm like, I'm driving in the car and I said, I just hit play and I said, I might as well go ahead and listen to it to see what Gio had to say. And I was like, whew. And he didn't say anything too crazy. Um, he didn't say anything too crazy, but it just, you know, he was mostly shocked and kind of alarmed and kind of hurt, taken aback. I wouldn't say hurt. I can't speak for him, but it just seems like he was kind of taken aback about what Amber said in her video that I haven't seen. And I'm not, and like I said, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not because I like Amber and I hate when people do foul stuff. Then I have to like unsubscribe. Hi GSP. GSP, do you know what's going on with all this drama? Did you watch all the videos, GSP? Because I had somebody was trying to drag GSP, and I said, wait a minute. Now stop, hold the phone. Because somebody was trying to drag GSP in, and GSP was like, don't put me in this shit. I'm neutral like Switzerland. So I don't know what's going on. Did you hear what according to Amber said? Because I don't know. I didn't watch I'm scared to watch it because I don't want to watch it. I'll be sitting here watching it going, I'll be up here clutching the pearls, child. Oh, you did watch the video. So did according to Amber say bad things about Geo? It's sad. Oh, yeah, I said you were commenting saying it's sad. I didn't hear the video what Amber said. But perhaps I need to listen because I don't want to unsubscribe from according to Amber. I don't want unsubscribe. I've been subscribed for too long. Yeah, I feel like I feel like my parents are fighting, and it's like you and your parents are fighting, and you just kind of like, but mom, but dad, you guys calm down. Like I feel like my parents are fighting, and then like I don't know what to say. Then like your parents are fighting, you don't want to take sides. You're like, I don't want to take sides though. She said, watching yourself. If I gotta suffer, you do too. Oh my God, no, I don't want to suffer. GSP, I don't want to suffer. I don't want to suffer through Amber's video. I don't want to watch that. I don't want to watch anything negative because I end up getting mad. I know Auntie just made a video, but I was doing my video and then I saw hers pop up. So I haven't had a chance to watch it, and I don't think I'm going to watch it. What did Auntie say about it? But I don't think I'm gonna watch her video either because then I have to unsubscribe from these people. Because if Amber did say the stuff about Geo that people are saying that she said, then I would have to unsubscribe. Because if people are saying, because in my mind I feel like there's no reason why Amber would say that. She should have came to Geo and aired her grievances. She should have sent him a message on Instagram and said something about him. And I don't understand how Geo got dragged in this. I don't understand how Geo got dragged in this anyway. Like I really don't. I'm really not understanding. I guess maybe Amber, like I said, I think I said at the top of the video that I think that Amber was mad that Geo didn't defend her or something, which I think that's not Geo's position or his job to defend Amber, to demark or whatever. All I know is that these cast members on these reality shows will get y'all fucked up. So if y'all want to take sides with these people, y'all can do it at your own peril. Hope the new season comes soon because I will never take sides with these fucking cast members on the show. I'm just telling you right now. Unless I'm related to a motherfucking cast member, maybe if I was related to one, just maybe. It depends on which relative we talking about. Like maybe my sister-in-law would take her side, but if you finna have me take the side of some fucking retrobated ass cast members on a reality show, y'all got me fucked up in here because I will never take the side of no fucking cast members on no reality show. Because y'all know how I feel about these people on the reality shows. I feel like they full of shit. You saw some girl try to drag me in. Yeah, I saw some girl try to drag me. Just say you better leave me out this shit. I ain't got. So y'all will never see me taking the sides of no cast members on these fucking shows. I don't know these people. What they on a reality show? They up here trying to get clicks and views and likes, and these cast members on these reality shows are not of good intention. A lot of them. That's what I feel like. A lot of these people on these cast members on the reality shows, I feel like a lot of these people are fucked up. So therefore, I will never take their side because I feel like a lot of these people, these cast members on these reality shows, are fucked up. I say it again for the people in the back. Cast members reality shows. I'm not trying to kiss their asses. I'm not trying to be like, ooh, let me get an interview. I don't give a fuck about none of y'all. Just saying. I don't care about y'all. Chuck the deuce on y'all asses. I don't care. Like I don't care. I don't hang out with these people. I don't talk to these people. I'm not here to defend these people. These people on these reality shows are fucked up people. They fucked up. Half of them are dope fiends. Half of them are drug addicts. Half of them have been incarcerated. Half of them have mental health issues. Why would I take the side of some fucking cast? Like, that's me. If other people want to do that and be cool with them, that's fine. I don't have no issues with that. If y'all want to get on Instagram and y'all want to do this and have lives with them, live and know these people and be cool with these people, I don't wish bad things upon these people. Some of these people, Deontay, I like Deontay from a distance. I don't know him enough to be like, hey, you my homeboy, but he seems cool to me. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I ain't never dragged Deontay or said anything. I ain't really dragged any cast member. To me, they just entertainers. They're entertainers on a show. That nothing more, nothing less. You cast members, if y'all watching this, I don't wish y'all ill. Bio con Dios. I hope you can go out there and live your life, but y'all are entertainers on a show. Y'all are at a distance. Y'all are people on a show, on TV, on a show. You are there to promote your show. You are there to get clicks and views for your social media and for your shows. I know the game. I know how it's played. A lot of y'all ain't got real jobs any fucking way. So y'all need the money. Y'all need the OnlyFans, or sell y'all purses, or sell y'all hair weave, makeup, whatever the fuck y'all selling. Y'all do you. I'm not blocking the bag. I'm not bag blocking. But if y'all finna sit up here, have me up here kiki and call like Auntie said, like we all cool, and I'm finna sit back and be like, oh, well, this person, they cool. I don't know you enough to say you cool or not. I don't know you enough like that. I don't know you like that. GSP says all too much for me. I'm just here to hang out. If you beg some horrible past, don't get mad when it. Yeah, if you have some horrible past and you've been on one of these reality shows, don't get mad. Don't get mad because you get exposed. You can come on and defend it and say, hey, that person that told you that, they're lying or they're misconstruing anything. But again, I don't like people coming for Amber because she is doing what she is doing as a content creator. People are sending her the information. She's not on here like making up shit. Like, okay, let me see what can I think about this person today. Let's say this person's a romance swindler. Let's say this person just went to jail. Let's say this person did. It's not like she's just sitting there pulling the shit out the thin air and just making up shit. She's not making up lies on people. People are coming to her with information saying this is what they are doing or not doing. All Amber does is listen to the person, report it, say it. So the idea that you're dragging Amber, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. The idea that people want to drag Geo because he's cool with certain cast members, I don't agree with that either. I don't know how Auntie got involved in all this. I'm still kind of mystified how she got dragged into this because to me, I don't know how she got dragged in this. I don't know what happened with that. But I like the fact that Auntie came forward and defended Amber, and I'm gonna defend Amber again. Amber has never given me any hint, any indication. I've talked to her, I've given her tea, and full disclosure, and I've never had any indication that Amber has ever said anything racial or anything like that. People are just upset and mad. If you're that upset and fucking mad, don't be on the reality show. Again, don't be doing interviews. Delete your fucking social media and move on with your damn life. Move on. I don't understand these young people these days. Y'all weird. Y'all weird. Y'all get on social media and boo-hoo and cry about being on a reality show. And then when you get exposed, you do 10 lives all damn day. You sit on Instagram all day and do lives and talk about people and then go in chat groups and then on Reddit. Y'all have jobs? Do y'all have jobs? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you have to do? You cast members, y'all the reason why family is fighting. So if y'all fighting over something that a cast member says or got exposed about, I say kick rocks. My personal opinion. I say kick rocks because I don't believe none of these shady ass cast members, and I don't believe that these bitch ass cast members like any of us, like any of y'all content creators. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real. There are some. But I believe that the cast members use getting good with content creators on purpose to plead their case, to get likes, clicks, and views, and to up their brand and up their bag and get more people on their channel as well. So it's a reciprocal kind of relationship. So the idea that these cast members really like these content creators, they really friends with them, and they really like them, I don't believe it because I don't trust none of y'all bitches. I don't trust you people who are in the entertainment industry. Y'all are entertainers. You reality stars, quote unquote stars, are entertainers. Some of y'all really know what the game is. Some of y'all don't. But some of y'all didn't got hip to the game and had other people school y'all because y'all get together and y'all talk. These cast members, honey, let me tell you, they all get together and they talk. And they cool with each other. And they go hang out when the show's not filming, and the older ones have scooped the newer ones what the game is. And so the game is to try to use the show as a way to uplift your platform or your brand or start a business. And the way to do that is to cause controversy, craziness, toxicity, and to kiss up to content creators. And that's what they do. So I'm not expecting any kind of genuine feelings from these people on these reality shows. Because they all like to be on social media way too much for my taste. These motherfuckers stay on their Instagram live. These motherfuckers sit on Instagram live like it's their full-time, part-time job. These motherfuckers be going live all day. Okay, I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live all day. All day. I throw a side eye to anybody that spends more time on Instagram live than they do at a real job. Like, why are y'all on Instagram live all the time? So don't trust these cast members. They'll try to pit content creators against each other. Don't trust these bitches. You can't trust them. You can't trust them. So I don't know what Auntie said. I don't know anything like that. But I ain't listened to the video. But I don't know how to drag into this. I don't know how she got into this. But I don't trust them. I don't trust these content creators. I mean, not content creators, cast members. I don't trust the content creators either. But I don't trust the cast members for sure. Because they're all trying to capitalize on their 15 seconds of fame. So yeah, they'll be cool with you. They'll block you. They'll say bad. I don't know how many cast members have said bad things about Geo, has said bad things about Auntie, has said things about Amber, and that just comes with the territory. So Amber has pretty thick skin because people try to get online and drag Amber many a time about the stuff that she's said. And so the idea that somebody trying to add some kind of racial element or something like that, that's crazy. But how Auntie got involved in this, I'm not really quite sure. I don't know if she was brought into the conversation or she decided to put herself in the conversation. I don't know. But either way, again, I'm not, mad at them, but I'm just saying, don't think I'm finna fucking defend these cast members. They're not. I'm not. Because they all want something from you. They all want something from content creators. And so if you're a content creator and think these people really are friends with you, they're not. They're using you. They're using you a lot of the times. There are some who are really genuine, like Deontay. I think Deontay is really genuine. It's a rabbit hole, apparently. I don't know how, but it's not a rabbit hole that anyone should be falling into. It's not a rabbit hole that you should fall into. I'm not falling. I wouldn't even allow myself I wouldn't, if I was Amber, I wouldn't even address the situation. There would be nothing for me to even say. I would have told D-Mark, look, bitch, don't you got a parole officer to call? That's what I would have said. I would have read him for filth. But then again, that's me. That's why I don't do videos. I don't do T videos because somebody try to come up to me. I try to read their ass for filth. I'm like, ain't you got a parole officer? You need to be watching. Don't you got some more bitches to swindle? Bitch, shouldn't you be on Hinge talking about you want some money? I mean, that would be a whole read for me. It would be a whole read. Like I just, like I pop off at the mouth too much to be dealing with people. Like I bump off at the gums too much. I be bumping. Like, I be trying to cuss people out. Like, I don't know how she stays so calm, but it comes with the territory of what she does. That's why I don't do tea and first of all, I don't care. There's not a lot I care about when it comes to YouTube shit. I just don't care. I'm just like, yeah. Some days I wake up and should I do a video? No, fuck it. I'm tired. Like, but I don't want to see people fall down this rabbit hole over things that are said by cast members. To me, that's the silliest rub of all. That's the most ironic, silliest shit of all. Over what cast members or former cast members have said. Why am I watching a video about elephants? But I'm like, who cares? I wouldn't even address it. I'm like, you ain't enough for me to even address you. But I understand, why she had a right to address it if she wanted to, but I just felt like it wasn't necessary for her to address it. But but she had a right to if she wanted to, and that's fine. She had a right to say whatever she wanted to say. I'm trying to get off this video, but she had a right to say what she wanted to say. But like I said, if she really did say all that stuff about Geo, then I have to rethink some things. Because then I don't understand how Geo's name even got put in it either. I don't even understand how Geo was saying that he didn't understand how he even got put in this. Because it's not like he went on and said something about Amber to D-Mark. Geo wouldn't have said that. Geo's like, I thought we were cool, She has a bunch more tea about D-Mark. Well, she should post it. She should go ahead and post that tea. She should pour that tea in. I'm behind that. PPP loan. Everybody in trouble with them damn PPP loans. Even Monique was. But I think she should post it. But I don't. Again, I don't. If Amber said things about Geo, I don't know how Geo even got in this conversation. To me, the fight is between D-Mark and Amber. To me, that's who the fight is should be between them two. And whoever said whatever they got to say about Amber, whatever, whatever. But I don't know how Geo got involved in this. I'm like, again, I'm still confused as to how Geo got dragged and how Auntie got dragged into this. I just don't understand. So I don't understand why Amber would come for Geo for what reason. Not unless she thought that Geo had said something about her um behind her back and said something to D-Mark. But then again, if D-Mark told Amber that Geo said something, I wouldn't believe D-Mark. You think I'd fucking believe D-Mark? Oh man, I would have come to Geo and be like, did you really say this? Blah 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 blah. And then listen to what he had to say. And then if I felt like he still did say it, I would have just blocked Geo and not fuck with him no more. That's what I would have done. I didn't no need to make a video, no need to say anything. I would have just moved on with my life. I would have just been like, okay, either you have a choice to believe somebody or not. And if you don't believe them, I would have blocked him, not said nothing, and blocked him and moved on. Or not even blocked him. I would have just never talked to him again and never mentioned his name and just moved on. If she felt like Gio was saying something behind her back. But the idea that you're gonna go on a video and say, man, I don't, when you could have easily addressed Gio and could have sent him a message and been like, hey, that's what I have a problem with. So if she did say that, um, and GSP saying she did, and I believe you. I had to see how bad it was, like what exactly did she say? Because again, on Gio's live, I didn't really get to just really exactly what she said. So I have to know, but I don't agree with that. I don't agree with people going on videos when they could just easily go behind the scenes and be like, hey, did you say this? Or just leave it alone and just be like, you know what? I heard this person said this. I'm just gonna walk away and leave them alone. So, but that's all I had to say. I appreciate everybody's been here. Auntie's advice was here, y'all. I was like, Lord have mercy. Again, I don't know how Auntie's advice got in this. I guess because she got dragged into it because I don't know. She chose to defend Amber. I was even going to do a video about defending Amber. I don't know exactly what and why me either. I don't know how Auntie got involved. She got dragged into all this, but I don't have no ill will regarding Auntie. I don't have nothing to say, you know. But Gio did say stuff about Auntie, but he didn't say anything too bad. But he did. But he did say some things about Auntie because I guess Auntie said something bad about him too. I don't understand. Again, I don't know how Auntie's advice got in. It got dragged by Gio. I feel like I'm missing a video or I'm missing something that may have been said behind closed doors or behind back scenes. I don't know. I don't know if Auntie has said something about Gio. I won't go there. Anyway, I won't go there. I've heard in the past that Auntie and Gio has had some beef previously. Maybe it's something to do with Deontay. I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs about that. This is just allegedly. This is just what I heard. I don't know if it's true or not. But I don't know how Auntie got involved with Gio, like getting mad at Gio. I don't know. But like I said, I don't agree with people saying things about people's kids. I don't agree with people saying things about people's content or being petty about people because they're content creators. I don't agree with none of that. You know, Love After Lockup soon. Are you going to review it? Yes, I'm going to do Love After Lockup. When is the new season? Does it start in April, like the end of April or something? I am going to review it because I'm back now, y'all. So I'm doing regular reviews and, y'all see me pushing out content like a crackhead. Like I'm pushing it out, man. I'm pushing it out. I'm like, I'm your pusher. Like I'm pushing out content. April 15th or so. Yeah, I knew it was like something around April. Yeah, so I'm pushing out content. I'm gonna do another video tomorrow, not about this. I'm off this. Like I said, y'all know I come in, I do a video like I do with Michael and Angela, Chevelle. I do a little update or whatever, and then I'm off it. Yeah, y'all know I don't sit there and do 10 videos about some drama that goes on. I don't have the energy. I don't have the mental, emotional energy for that. So, I come on here and I talk about something that people are talking about that I may find amusing. Like the Angela and the Michael thing was amusing. The Chevelle and Quaylen thing had me kind of like, whoa. But y'all know normally I don't report on tea. I don't talk about tea. Y'all know I don't come on here and drag nobody and talk about I watch the episodes and I may drag the cast members during the episodes, but y'all know I'm not on people's social media. I don't subscribe to none of these cast members. I'm not on YouTube. I'll say it again over and over again. I'm not on their social media. So I'm not in these gossip Reddit sites looking at this. I'll go and look a little bit. I'll peek my head in a little bit. What y'all talking about in here? What happened? What happened? Who did it? What, child? No. Da, da, da. And I'll roll on out the door. And then I'll go and post and be like, ooh, child, guess what I heard? And that's about it. Like, I'm not invested in tea. I do, I prefer doing recaps of the shows or watching the shows live. So, this is all I'm going to say about this. I do hope everybody gets things together and make up get together. Like I said, I don't have no ill will toward nobody. I don't know these people enough to be like, well, da, 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 da. I just thought it was ironic again that once again there are content creators that I like that I end up having to unsubscribe from. And this is like literally, I'm not lying to y'all. This is literally the fourth or fifth time this has happened to me that I've known content creators, been cool with content creators, like behind the scenes, and then they all start fighting, and then somebody says something real foul that I have to unsubscribe just on principle alone because I don't like when people drag people and take shots at people. Then I have to unsubscribe from them because I can't support that. GSP says she was stressed all day for them all day. I'm not stressed about it, but I'm just kind of like, should I go watch this video? I'm like, why? That's my question. Why? To me, all this is unnecessary. I just don't understand it. Like I said, this is all over my head on a personal level, on a content creator level, on a spiritual level. All of this is, I don't understand how people, again, I'm going to say it before, I don't understand how people know people's real names and facts about people's lives. And why are y'all sharing this information with people that are other content creators? Why are y'all sharing this? Are y'all this like friendly enough to be like, okay, I'm going to share this information with this person about my life? A content creator that lives in another state that you've never met in person? And y'all comfortable enough to tell people y'all real names and where y'all work and the information about you yeah, and I'm like, they all talk. I didn't even know they even all talk. Like, why? I've never once in my life thought, oh, I need to talk to these content creators and just be friends with them and be cool with them. And like, where do y'all talk? Do y'all all have their phone numbers? Like, do y'all all have like a super secret hideout? Like, is this like kind of like the Justice League of fucking reality like y'all like the Justice League? Do y'all hang out at the Hall of Justice? Do y'all have like a Hall of Reality that y'all motherfuckers hang out with? Like, how do you get to know content creators? Do y'all slide in each other's DMs? Like, I got questions. Like, I got questions about do y'all come together like Wonder Twin powers activate? Do y'all have super secret decoder rings? Do y'all like flash lights in the sky? And then y'all like, oh look, Amber is saying she needs help. Here I come. Let me call her. Like, do y'all have is it like a bat signal for content creators? How the fuck, as a content creator, do you get to talking to another content creator unless you want to fuck them? See, okay, it's getting too late. What time? Is it midnight? Is it midnight? See, it's midnight. And what time is it, y'all? Is it midnight? I'm Central Standard Time. Is it midnight? Because y'all give me too sleep. I get up here talking reckless. Like, the only time I'm sliding in some DMs of content creators, unless I want to smash. Like, I'm just going to be honest. I'm not saying this situation anybody is smashing, but I'm saying me personally. If I slide into your content creator DMs, it's because I think you sexy and fine, and I probably low-key want to smash. So that's the only reason I would want to slide into your DM. That's the only time you would ever get on my Facebook, is I secretly want to smash. Like, I really want you, another content creator. I'm like, ooh, daddy, he is looking yum yum. I'm like, let me go slide in this DM real quick. And then I'm sliding your DMs and I'm be real lame about it because I have no game whatsoever and I'm socially awkward. So I'll be like, hey, so, did you have peanut butter last week? What kind of food do you like? Like, I'm going to ask you lame ass shit like that. Because I'm lame as fuck like that. I have no game. None whatsoever. I don't even know how to talk to people. So for a person who doesn't even know how to talk to people in real life, like, I go to work and I'm just like, don't talk to me. They're like, hey, I'm like, they're like, hey, they're like, hey, Kiki. I'm like, they're like, hey, I just keep walking. I just put my hand up and look like this. Like, I'm like the Smeagol, like of like when people like turn their attention on me, I turn into like Smeagol from Lord of the Rings. I'm like, precious. We hates it. We hates it. You know, like motherfuckers be trying to talk to me, and I be like, "You talking to me? We hates it. We hates the talking, precious." You know, I turn whole into Gollum. I'm like Gollum, 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 Gollum. Like that's what I turn into when people try to talk to me. Like I turn all the way. It's like Lord of the Rings completely. Like I'm leading you to Mordor, and I got a ring, and I'm wearing a fucking loincloth, and then we jumping over rocks and shit, and jumping over rocks and shit. And then sometimes, I got my wig on, my hair is like this, like in my face, like Gollum is he had these little hairs right here. That's me. I'm like, we hates it, precious. We hates it. Are you talking to me, precious? That's what I turn into. I turn into fucking Gollum. Like straight up Gollum. Like you talk to me. Straight up, y'all. I'm not lying. Like, I don't know what to say. I'm really awkward. I'm really weird as fuck. Like, I don't know. And then I found out that like the motherfuckers got a whole super secret super group of content creators that are coming together at the Hall of Justice, the Hall of Reality, and they all know each other, and they know their real names, and they know what kind of drawers each other wear, and they know about people's boob jobs, and they know about people's kids, and they know what school a person's kids go to, and they know where they live, and they know what kind of job they have, and they know that people that run around with fake Gucci purses. Like, I was in shock, my jaw dropped. I was like, I'm like, fake Gucci? What? Somebody got fake boobs, and then they talking about somebody's titties, and I was like, who got fake titties? Like, I didn't know they having super secret Zoom meetings where you got to put in a code and shit. Like that, like they'll text and be like, the code is 853629 on our super secret Zoom meetings. Like, I'm like, are y'all having super secret Zoom meetings that nobody knows? How do you know these people? How in the hell would you even know these people? Like, these people get on their channels and they don't even mention each other. They don't even have each other on each other's videos. But then on the download, they all know each other. That's weird as fuck to me. That's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, we way out the loop. That's weird to me. I'm a content creator. I don't know other content creators like that. Like, I don't have super secret meetings with people. I only know 3 content creators that I actually know, like have their telephone number and know them. But Geo has called me before. So Geo, I can't say that I haven't talked to Geo. I have talked to Geo before, but we're not like Wonder Twin Powers Activate Content Creator Edition. Like, it's just talking like I talked to Geo before I started doing my YouTube channel tough. But I just feel like I'm way out of the loop, and like there's a whole underground network. Like, it's like the underground railroad of content creators. Like, I feel like there's a whole super secret society of content creators and that's how I felt when in the Game of Thrones community. Because I found out, here I am, like, subscribed to all these Game of Thrones channels, and then hear Tony being like, oh, I know that person, or I know Karen, I know Rhonda, I know Alan. I'm like, who is that? Oh, Alan is such and such. Rhonda is such and such. Tim is such and such. How the hell do you know 10 Game of Thrones content creators? How do you know everybody that I subscribe to? And he was like, oh yeah, I know this person. I hung out with this person at the Game of Thrones convention. I've talked to this person. I almost fucked this girl. This girl tried to flirt with me. Like, I'm like, how do you know these people? Like I feel like there's something going. Like, I'm like, what? I'm like, do all the content creators just know each other? Are they all sitting on super secret lives, like plotting, like, what are we going to talk about today, gentlemen? Well, I don't know. I think we did. Like, do they get together and decide like who they're going to talk about? Like, I'm like I'm way off into conspiracy theory land. But I'm like, if y'all know each other, like y'all know each other's real names and shit. And I'm like, how does that happen? Like, well, I'm like, what? I'm like, who? Like, they were talking, they were just dropping people's names, and I'm like, who is that? They're like, Mary. Who the fuck is Mary? Kiki and Kibitz. I don't watch her, but I'm like, oh, is that her real name? How the fuck would y'all even know that? I'm Kiki. Hi, nice to meet you. Shake your hand. Talk about talking persons. It's like, they got a new movie coming out talking about the secret society of magical Negroes. I feel it's like the secret society of magical content creators. Like, the motherfuckers, y'all sitting around a vision board with Harry Potter wand. Is that what y'all doing? Like, I just want to know, like, what? Like, is this like a super secret society? Like, y'all sitting around in a circle with like hooded robes on, talking about, "Ooh, should we drag Quaylen some more? I don't know. Maybe we should get off him. Oh, I don't really know. What about it? What do you think? I don't know." And then they all use their real. What do you think, Mary? I don't know. What do you think, Geo? I don't know. What do you think, Rhonda? I don't know. Like, is this what y'all do? Y'all sit around in a circle with a pit of fire and y'all plot what content y'all gonna put on y'all channel? Like, I just feel like there's some kind of conspiracy theory here. Like, it's just weird that these people don't get on. I know people who collaborate all the time, and you can tell that they know each other or related to each other. Like, I know people who collaborate on other people's channels, and that's like their cousin, or that's like their friend, their best friend, or they have like a collaborative group. There's certain channels, I won't name them, but they have a collaborative group. Like, there's 5 of them or 6 of them, or sometimes even more, and they all collaborate together. They're all on each other's channels. They all do content creator. They all guest star. So I understand that all these people are friends and they know each other, and they will do events with each other because they all know each other. And they all live in different states and stuff. But I do know a certain segment of like teen YouTubers and Twitch YouTubers and Twitch streamers that on YouTube that know each other, and they're all guest star on each other's channel, and they do like game lives together. But these motherfuckers here on these YouTube channels, and they don't even mention, like, y'all act like y'all don't even like each other. Y'all don't even mention anything about each other. But then y'all know they know everybody. They know their real names and facts about the kids and their husband. Tell your husband Ron. I said, hey, bitch, yeah, bitch, you and your fake titties. I'm like, what? Wait, yeah, you selling them fake purses, bitch. Them eyelashes ain't talking about nothing. I'm like, what is happening? I'm like, what? I'm like, wait a minute. What? What? Oh, the video that Auntie has right now is a phone conversation between her and Mary. What about who is Mary? Is that Kiki and Kibit's person? I've never watched her videos. It's a phone conversation. How do y'all get these people numbers? How? I just flatlined. I died. I'm a ghost. Like, I'm a ghost right now. I'm an apparition. I just died. I flatlined. I died, and now I'm a ghost. like I'm a ghost talking to you from the afterlife. How do y'all? But then y'all get on y'all channel, you act like y'all don't know each other. I've never seen Auntie. She mentioned Kiki and Kibbitz here and there, like if she bring up some of her content or whatever. But I've never seen her do collaborations with the. How do you talk to people like y'all cool, but y'all don't collaborate on each other's channels? I don't even think that it logically makes no sense to me. Because if I'm gonna be cool with you and I'm gonna talk to you and I know your real number and I know your name, I would think that, like, okay, on these YouTube streets, we would be collaborating, we would be on each other's videos. So how do you not be on another person's channel and then you talk to them? Then another thing I feel like it's a conflict of interest. How do you be a content creator when y'all all doing the same shit and y'all technically speaking in competition? This is where the game gets messed up for me. How do you be friends with somebody that y'all basically do almost the same type of content and y'all are covering the same shows and the same people? So technically speaking, y'all in competition with each other, but then y'all still want to be cool with each other because to me, those things don't match. You understand what I'm saying? I would not be cool with somebody that I'm technically speaking in competition with, content wise. The people that I'm friends with on YouTube are people who don't do the content that I do. They do like other shit. Like I said, one person does science stuff, one person does news stuff, and then Tony Teflon, he does like sci-fi and fantasy TV shows. He does like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, and like Last of Us and stuff like that. So GSP says she don't have social media. I have social media, but I don't talk to people on social media. So how do you be cool with somebody that technically speaking, y'all are all doing the same type of content and y'all are really all in competition with each other? How does that logically make any sense? To me, that's a recipe that's courting disaster. And this is how these content creators get messed up because they be cool with people doing the same shit that they're doing. So when you doing this kind of content and people form relationships with other content creators and cast members, and then other people get on there and drag other cast members, and you're like, I really know this person, like person. That's how people's feelings get involved. That's how shit get turned into drama. Because people get mad at cast members drag them or expose them, and then other people who are friends with other cast members are quick to defend them or don't say anything. And to me, that is a recipe for disaster. To me, in my mind, you should not be friends with other content creators that are doing the same things that you do, because it to me it causes drama, because y'all are in competition. So y'all can be cordial at a distance. Like you can be like, hey, yeah, shout out. Okay, we good, we good. But the idea that you have this person's telephone number, you calling this person, what kind of I said I wasn't going. I said I wasn't gonna be rude. I'm not gonna be rude. I'm not gonna. I'm not. I again. I'm just gonna be diplomatic, and I'm gonna just say it's not for me. It's not for me. That's what I'm gonna say. It's not for me. That's all I'm gonna say. I again, my antisocial, standoffish ass. It's not for me. There was no way. There's no way in hell I would get on a content creator and DM them and be like, "Hey, what's up? I'm another content creator." Blah 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 blah. Because I figured they like, who gives a shit? I'm not going to ask another content creator for help. I'm not going to ask another content creator for tips and tricks. I can go on YouTube and research Google and pull up YouTube channels of people who do this. There's books people have written. There's vlogs that people have about how to grow your channel and what to do. There's videos you can just watch other people's videos and get. I've watched other content creators' videos and gotten tips and picked up things and looked at things and be like, hey, I like this or I don't like this or I'll take this. And there's things that I've borrowed and used myself. You haven't seen Bobby around. He must be hiding. Bobby might be busy or he might be in hiding. I don't know. But there's never been a time where I'm gonna send this content creator a message and for what? To do what? Like I just want to know how did these friendships get started? That's what I want to know. Because again, I'm my standoffish ass. I'm not even on Instagram. Like in my Instagram right now, I probably got about like 60 messages on my Instagram that I ain't checked, that I don't give a shit about. Because I don't check my Instagram. Because a lot of it is like spam and people selling things. So I don't check my Instagram, child. Like nobody has my email address. I'm not giving out my email. So I don't check my Instagram. I don't, my Twitter, I'm barely on Twitter. And nobody knows my Facebook because that's my real name on it. So the idea that like people are DMing people on their Twitter or Instagram and they're a content creator, and that's weird to me. Like I said, I'm not sliding in nobody's DMs unless I'm trying to hit, unless I think they're cute. I'm just gonna be honest. That's the only way I would be motivated to DM any content creator. The only motivation I would have would be like, that's the motivation that I'm looking at the video going, you know what? Maybe I need to tell him how much I enjoy his content. That's the only way. You know, that's the only way I would be sliding in some content creators' DMs. Unless he was hot and I thought he was good looking. And I was like, hey daddy, I really like your content. But like I said, I'm lame as fuck. So it's not like they would ever message me back probably because they'd be like, who is this weirdo? So that's what I'm saying. So the idea that I just want to know, like, if anybody can clear that up and put it in the comment section. If any one of y'all content creators want to put it in the comment section. How the fuck did y'all get to talking to other content creators? Because I've never done that. I didn't do it before I was a content creator. I don't do it as a content creator. It's never dawned on me to be like, let me DM this person for what? What was the motivation behind? Are y'all just friendly like that? Are y'all just some friendly ass? Are y'all just some friendly ass people? Are y'all just friendly like that? Or I'm not that friendly. Like I'm not like yo. I just be like, what you messaging me for? Like that would be my attitude. That if I send somebody a content creator message, I'm thinking they're not gonna reply. They'd be like, what the fuck you messaging me for? Like I would think that I would get either ignored or they would say something fly back and I end up having to cussing them out. I don't feel like doing all that today. I guess it's like having drinks after work with coworkers. Yes, because I don't do that either. I don't have drinks with my coworkers. I'm not friends with my coworkers. We cool. Fist bump, we cool. But it's not like I'm going after work with them. They know they wouldn't dare ask me to go after work nowhere any damn way. Cause my whole my whole attitude at work is like this. I have resting bitch face all the time. Like a lot of times I'm not in a bad mood. It's just my face because I just be seriously really thinking about. I'll be concentrating at work. But again, I'm not friendly like that. Some of y'all are just friendly. Some of y'all just like people and y'all want to talk and y'all want some tips on your channel. And I just never feel the need to bother people or because I would just assume that the person's not going to reply or they're going to say something rude back to me and then I have to cuss their ass out. And I don't feel like cussing nobody out. Like, y'all, I try to live in a state of mind where I don't have to cuss people out. So I don't like giving enough people rope to hang themselves to where I got to cuss them out. Because I will get fly if somebody replied back to me, like, and that's what I always think. Because again, when it comes to human beings, my mind, unfortunately, is very negative. It's like, I think, well, why would they even reply back to me? I'm just some small content creator. So why would they even? So again, I don't understand how these content creators got to be friends with people when some of these content creators have different. Like Geo has a certain amount of followers, Auntie, and then Kiki and Kibbutz, whatever. They have a different level of subscribers. So, and I don't know how long they've been on YouTube. I don't know. I don't know. I know Geo's been on a few years. I don't know how long Auntie's been on for quite a while. Some of these content creators been on quite a while. So I'm like, how long do they know these people? How long does it go back? How many subscribers did they have? Because to me with my 1,000 subscribers, I wouldn't dare message somebody that had like 100,000 subscribers for what? I'm not even in their league. Like I'm not even. Why would they even respond? They just be like, you just some fledgling. Who cares? So I want to know, like, did they message these people when they all were starting out? Or did they message these people asking for help or asking for tips? I would never ask a content creator for help. I'm how long have I had my channel? I've never once reached out to Geo and been like, Geo, I need help. I have Geo's telephone number. I have never once called Geo, Instagram message him, text message him, nothing, asking him for help about my channel. Not once. Not once. I just feel like that's not his place. It's for me to figure out on my own. So I don't know. Is this what content creators do? Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I don't know. But anyway, my phone's about to die, and I'm gonna go to bed. I thank GSP, Jackie C, all my Teflon people that I miss so much. Um, yeah, it's like I have to ask to join the Illuminati. I feel like GSP. I feel like is there a secret handshake? Do I have to knock at the door and be like, like, is there a super secret code to get into to get into the is there a super secret Snapchat I need to be down with? It's like, what, do I have to sign at the door and I have to do like a certain handshake and a wave? Do I have to say a code at the door? They open the door and I'll be like, the cowbell speaks at night. And then they like, okay, come on, come on, come in. Like, I don't know if this is like some super secret. I feel like it's some super secret group that a lot of us that are not a part of. Like, so I just feel like, okay, that I don't want to be a part of. I don't care. But I just think it's odd. I'm just like, how do you people even know each other? Like, it's like going to work and think that, and the people, nobody ever talks at work. And then you go to work and then you realize that you start talking to one person and realize that they know everything about everybody at work, and then you talk to another person, they know about everybody else, and then you realize that everybody at work is going to hang out and everybody at work knows each other's lives and they in each other's business, and you're like, wait a minute, I thought we were just coworkers. Like I don't talk to none of you mofos, and you mofos are going and hanging out and kicking in. Oh, I spent the night over at Jim's house. Yeah, I was spent the night over at Alex's house, and you're like, what is going on here? So I feel like okay, like I'm being left out of some kind of weird loop. Yes, I found out everybody at work was having affairs with each other and babies and stuff. I didn't even know they even knew each other outside of work. I've been in situations like that. Like I didn't know these people even knew each other. I'm like, y'all know each other? I'm like, wait, what? It's like, how do y'all know each other? Like you, but y'all don't ever say that y'all know each other. So that's what I even find even more conspiratorial or secret is that they know each other online, but they don't ever say anything about knowing each other. So I find that very weird. Like that's weird to me. And I'm like, shouldn't y'all build some kind of consortium? Or shouldn't you guys, think of some really cool group name? I think they should come up with some. I think they all should make up, and then all of them should think of some kind of really cool like group name. Because like K-pop group has cool names, and I think that like content creators should come in groups and they should have really cool group names. So I don't know, but I find all this very curious. Like I find it odd. I find it weird. It going over my head. And it's like the online internet Illuminati. Maybe I should rename this video and telling people they part of the online reality content creator Illuminati. Like this shit is thicker than a snicker at this particular point, y'all. Like it's layers upon layers upon layers that I don't really get. But anyway, my phone's fixing to die, and I gotta make sure my kids are in bed. And these other kids over here. So y'all have a good night. I thanks to everybody being here. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you subscribe. I am 7 away from 1,000 subscribers. Where I actually really will start getting monetized for. Well, I don't know. I don't have any because you got to have 4,000 hours worth of views and you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So I'll make 1,000 subscribers, but I don't think I'm gonna make the amount of views. And I'm sorry this video went on so very very long. I didn't think it was gonna be that long, but y'all had me in here just giggling and laughing and kikiing with y'all, cause and then people started showing up and saying things, and I'm just like, I don't care what y'all do on y'all channels on y'all videos, but um, I just find all this curious. This is a very curious case. So y'all have a good night. Bye. Dude.